1, 2, 3, 4. Asia and I practiced our three-legged race in gym clothes at dawn, with Zenovia coaching. We'd been at it daily. At first, Asia kept tripping, but now she could manage a brisk walk. Phew. 1, 2. Ha. 3, 4. Asia panted, keeping pace with me. Matching her rhythm was tricky, but I adjusted to avoid falls. Looking good, Zenovia said, fixing our strap. Want to try a race pace? I glanced at Asia. Her expression darkened. Diodora? I asked. Yes. She murmured. Since Diodora was named Buku's next rating game opponent, Asia had been troubled. He was the demon responsible for her church exile, a painful memory, though why he was there remains unclear. I don't regret saving him, Asia said. I'm glad I did. Even after the pain he caused you. She nodded. Asia's strength amazed me. Betrayed by her beliefs, most would complain. Not her. She even saw saving Diodora as good. Not many could say that, I said. I was sad when exiled, she continued, but without it, I wouldn't have met you, Issei-san. I love Kuoh Academy, the occult research club, our life together. It's precious, wonderful, and I'm happy. I want to stay with everyone forever. Her radiant smile showed her genuine love for this life. Then I'll protect it, I said, hugging her shoulders. Don't overthink Diodora. If you don't like him, say so. Asia blinked, then smiled. Yes. Zenovia spoke, her face serious. Asia, I want to apologize again. When we met, I insulted you, drew my blade. I regret it. Yet you, call me a friend. Her cheeks flushed a rare sight. Asia took her hand, beaming. Yes, Zenovia-san, we're friends. Zenovia's eyes teared up. Thank you, Asia. What a touching moment. I nearly cried too. Asia's kindness was unreal. Ugh, such a beautiful story. Irina sobbed, appearing suddenly. Why are you here? I asked. Zenovia invited me, said Dawn at Kuoh's nice. Then I witnessed this friendship. It's the Lord and Michael Sama's guidance. She wiped tears, praying. Aren't you in the occult club? I asked. Irina grinned, thumbs up. I'm starting my own. The Irina Hyoudou Love and Salvation Club. We'll help struggling students for free, spreading love for the Lord and Michael Sama to these sinful heathens. Her eyes gleamed, striking a bizarre pose. That name's awful. Good luck, I said. Leave it to me. I'll help the occult club in a pinch, like today, assisting with your club relay practice for Rias. So she's joining our sports festival team. Got other members? I asked. Just me. It's a hobby club for now, with restricted funds. I need to convince President Sana first. Good luck getting that approved. For now, I'm with the occult club, she added. Practically a member, then. I held back a retort. Let's practice, I said, refocusing. Phew, I'm tired, Asia panted, fanning her gym clothes. Running since dawn was tough, even for a demon like her with low stamina. I was fine physically but mentally drained from pacing with her. Time to store the equipment and rest in the club room before class. As I stowed the line marker in the equipment room. Clatter, slam. The door shut. Zenovia closed it behind her. What's up with her? Asia tilted her head cutely. What's wrong, Zenovia-san? Zenovia's face turned serious. Asia, I heard girls our age get their breasts fondled around now. What? Fondled? Asia stammered. When a guy plays with your chest, Zenovia clarified. What's she saying? Here? Asia's chest. Asia blushed, voice trembling. Zenovia, don't start that here. I protested. Quiet, Issei. I'm talking to Asia. Your turn's next. Warm up in the corner, it's about to get intense. My turn? Intense? I'm always ready, but... Not the point. Is she serious? Here? The equipment room's a fantasy, but... As I panicked, Zenovia continued. Some girls in class get their breasts fondled daily by boyfriends. I researched it. Why research that? Asia, shouldn't we try it? Zenovia asked earnestly. Why so serious? I am not ready. Asia flustered. It's ticklish at first but feels good with practice, Zenovia said. It'll help our three-legged race teamwork. Teamwork? Does combination come from that? Asia wavered. She's buying it? Asia, we're friends, Zenovia smiled. Yes. Let's do this together. We'll be fine. Are really? They're agreeing. Zenovia turned to me. Ready? I'll practice baby making too. Wait. Here? I mean, the vibe's perfect, but I floundered. You're ready, she pointed at my twitching fingers. Look at that. My hands were moving on their own. My body's too honest. As I reeled, Zenovia stripped off her gym top. Boing. Her bra-clad chest asserted itself. Spurt. My nose bled. Zenovia's got great boobs. She unhooked her bra. Jiggle. Freed, her perfect breasts appeared, pink nipples and all. Asia, your turn, Zenovia urged, grabbing Asia's top. And no, I'm not ready. Zenovia pulled it off, revealing Asia's cute bra. It's fine, Zenovia said. Want me to go first? Watching Issei and me will help you prepare. Wait. Asia stammered. Kidding. I don't want a latecomer outdoing me, Zenovia teased. It's not that. This is our chance. No bucko to interrupt, like at the pool. True, no one's here to stop us. Snap. Zenovia unhooked Asia's bra. Asia covered herself, face crimson. Normal reaction. Unlike Zenovia, boldly bouncing away. Thank you, Zenovia. She grabbed my hand, pushing me onto a mat. Dust swirled as I sat up. Zenovia straddled me, her breasts jiggling. Spurt. My nosebleed worsened. She placed my hand on her chest. My fingers sank into her softness. Lethal. Issei-san, me too. Asia took my other hand, guiding it to her chest. Less intense than Zenovia's, but undeniable. Amazing growth, Asia. A sweet moan escaped Zenovia. It's different when a guy does it, she said. We're ready, Issei. Go wild. Go wild. You love breasts, right? Hell yeah. I squeezed gently, fingers sinking deeper. What of you? No stopping now. As my engine revved. Clatter. The door opened. You didn't come out, so what is this? Irina shrieked. I forgot about her. Why does this always happen? This looks bad, two topless girls and me. No excuse works. Irina, being Christian, would call this impure. Do it in a bed. This place is filthy and unsanitary. Her definition of impure was off. I didn't climb the adult stairs this time either. Sigh. After the equipment room incident, it was club time. Everyone's here, Bucko confirmed, holding up a recording device. These are the young demons' match records, including ours and Citri's. Game footage. Today, we'd analyze them. A large monitor was set up. Azazel-sensei stood before it. Other young demons had matches too: Great King Baal, Asmodeus's Glaciolabelas, Archduke Agar's, and Beelzebub's Astaroth, all after your Grammary Citri clash. Study your rivals closely. Yes, we nodded, serious. Everyone was curious about our peers' battles. I was too, especially about Saray-org Baal, Bucku's cousin, rumored to be the top young demon. His aura at the gathering was unmatched. First, Saray-org Baal vs Glaciolabelas, Bucku announced. Saray-org already? Against that Yankee? He got crushed at the gathering, can he even compete? The footage rolled for hours. Our faces grew stern. The screen showed overwhelming power. A one-on-one between the Yankee and Saray-org. The Yankee was cornered, his kin already defeated. Both sides had strong members, but the King's duel was the focus. The Yankee, out of pieces, taunted Saray-org into a direct fight. Saray-org didn't hesitate. Every attack the Yankee threw was repelled. Even direct hits didn't faze Saray-org, who countered effortlessly. The Yankee grew frantic, losing composure. Saray-org's fist shattered layered defenses like paper, landing a blow that shook the air even through the screen. Glaciolabelas's new air candidate, called a monster, is no match, Kiba said, eyes narrowed. Saray-org Baal is that strong. Saray-org's speed stunned even Kiba, a speed specialist. Gasper clung to my arm, trembling. Chill, Gasper. Rias, Saray-org, you kings fight too directly, Azazel sighed. A king should direct pieces to win, not risk themselves. Baal blood's too hot-headed. Bucko blushed, embarrassed. She does charge in often. How strong is that Glaciolabelas demon? Zenovia asked. Not weak outside this 6 family limit, Bucko replied. He's a substitute, though, after the previous heir's accident. Akeno added, pre-match rankings by the game committee placed Baal first, Agar second, Grammary third, Astaroth fourth, Citri fifth, Glaciolabelas sixth, averaging king and kin strength. Some results flipped, though. Saray-org stands out, Zenovia said. Bucko nodded. He's a monster. They say he'd rise fast in official games. Beating him would skyrocket our reputation. True, but we can't beat him now. Everyone knows it. Here's a graph, Azazel said, conjuring a holographic chart. It displayed the 6 young demons' faces: Buckhu, Sana, Sarayorg, and others with parameters: power, technique, support, wizard, and king, likely leadership. Sarayorg's stats were extreme, support and wizard lowest, but power off the charts, stretching past the ceiling. The Yankees were the lowest, fitting his lack of kingly presence. Buckhu's wizard, magic, was highest, power decent, technique and support above average. Sarayorg didn't even go all out against Zephyrdar, Azazel noted. The footage showed Sarayorg's ease. Is Sarayorg's talent that immense? Zenovia asked. No, Azazel shook his head. Sarayorg's the least talented pure-blood Baal ever. He didn't inherit Baal's power of destruction, unlike Rias and her brother. His strength comes from relentless training. He had only his body and honed it obsessively. Like me, Sarayorg lacked talent but forged strength through effort. His confident eyes made sense now. Azazel continued, born talentless, he faced defeat after defeat. In a world of glamorous purebloods, he clawed through a gritty, bloody path. A talentless demon becoming heir is monumental. He knows the depths of defeat and the heights of victory, marks of the real deal. Plus, he's got other strength secrets. The footage ended with Sarayorg's victory. The Yankee, cowering, surrendered. Sarayorg left without a glance. Next up, if you beat Diodora, it's Sarayorg, Azazel warned. What? Buckhu frowned. Isn't Zephyrdar next? He's done, Azazel said. Sarayorg broke him body and mind. He's too terrified to fight. Glaciolabalas is out. You'll face the remaining teams. Poor guy, mentally shattered after his magic failed and Sarayorg pummeled him barehanded. Be careful, Azazel added. Sarayorg fights with intent to break spirits. He's dead set on becoming a demon king, no compromises. We nodded, absorbing his words. First, the immediate match, Buckhu said. We'll study Astaroth's footage next. They beat Archduke Agar's heir, Sikvera. Agar's lost. I blurted. I thought Sikvera, the glasses lady, was stronger than Diodora at the gathering. I thought so too, Buckhu said. Let's watch. As she moved to play the footage. Flash. A teleportation circle appeared. I recognized it from Gremory studies. Astaroth, Akeno muttered. A suave man with a charming smile appeared. Greetings, I'm Diodora Astaroth. I'm here for Asia. Buckhu, Diodora, and Azazel sat at the club room table. Akeno served tea, standing by Buckhu. I stood behind, ready to punch Diodora if he tried anything with Asia. Rias, I'll be direct, Diodora said. I want to trade for your bishop. Bishop Asia or Gasper? No way, me. Gasper yelped, hugging himself. I won't let you take Gasper. Miu stepped in front. Obviously not, I said, lightly chopping their heads. What a comedy duo. Gasper's grown bolder, no hiding in a box like before. Diodora meant Asia. She gripped my hand tightly, signaling no. I want Asia Argento, Diodora said, smiling at her. He pulled out a catalogue, likely listing his kin for trade. Buckhu cut him off. I figured. Sorry, but I'm not trading. Not because your bishop doesn't match Asia's my precious kin. I won't let her go. No comparison, no deal. Is it her ability or her charm? Diodora pressed. Persistent bastard. Both, Buckhu said. She's like a sister. President. Asia teared up, touched. We live together, I'm attached, Buckhu continued. Is that not enough? And proposing through a trade? Do you even understand courtship, Diodora? Her smile was fierce, barely masking her anger. Diodora's smile didn't waver, eerie. I see. I'll leave for now, but I won't give up. He approached Asia, knelt, and reached for her hand. Asia, I love you. Fate won't betray us. No matter who denies us, I'll overcome it. He leaned to kiss her hand. Grab. I seized his wrist, pulling him up. She doesn't want it. Leave. Diodora smiled. Let go, filthy dragon. There's his true face. I froze, not from fear. Miu was radiating murderous intent. If she snapped, the club room would be rubble. I released Diodora, moving to stop Miu. Slap. A sharp sound echoed. Asia had slapped Diodora's cheek, stunning everyone. Even Miu's killing aura paused. Don't say that. Asia cried, clinging to me. No one expected her to strike. I see. Diodora began. Then, in the next game. Get a clue, I cut in. Can't you see Asia's face? She's not going with you, no matter what. Betting her feelings on a game? You're just a stalker ignoring her. You mock me. Diodora's eyes flashed with anger, releasing weak killing intent nothing compared to Miu's. We glared. Azazel's phone rang. After a brief exchange, he spoke. Rias, Diodora, the game's set. 5 days from now. Diodora left. Hopefully, he never returns. The official Demon King notice arrived the next day. The night Diodora visited the club room. I took Miu to the nearby convenience store, the one where I'd get a nosebleed every time we went. The mission, buy ice cream for everyone. Despite autumn approaching, the heat lingered, and nothing beats a cold treat. We'd stocked up on ice cream before, but with the Occult Research Club's female members now living at my place, our household had grown, and so had our consumption. I tossed everyone's requests into the basket box purchases only. Would it all fit in the fridge? No issue. After the house renovation, everything got bigger, including the industrial-sized refrigerator. What's your pick, Miu? I asked. Guri-Gari-kun's energy drink flavor. Tried the Napolitan one last time, it was a bust, she replied. You ate that? Brave, I said, chucking it into the basket. At the counter, the familiar clerk smirked. No nosebleed today. Haha, my sister conquered the automatic door, I quipped. Outside, Miu whispered, hey, we're being watched, right? Sharp as ever. Just noticed. I replied. Yeah, just now. What do we do? No hostility, and they're not the sneak attack type. We'll leave them be, but I'll call them out. I took a breath and shouted into the darkness, what are you doing there, Baikao? And volley. A presence stirred. From the shadows emerged a guy in casual clothes. Figured we'd get caught, volley. Long time, Red Dragon Emperor, Baikao said, grinning. Another figure stepped forward. 2 months, Issei Hyoudou, volley said, wearing a white shirt. Miu gripped my sleeve tightly, clearly uneasy around volley. Understandable, given he'd once threatened to kill her, even if he wasn't serious. I patted her head to calm her. Then, to volley, what's up? No rematch nonsense, okay? I don't want the ice cream melting. Volley gave a wry smile. Disappointing. I'd love a rematch, but that's not why I'm here. Then what? You're in a rating game against the Astaroth heir, right? I'm not playing, though. Really? Well, I came to warn you. Have you seen the footage of Diodora vs Agars? After Diodora left, I'd watched that match with Rias and the others. Diodora won, dominating with overwhelming power mid-game, crushing Agars and her peerage. His servants barely supported, he fought like a one-man army. A wizard type with magic surpassing even Rias, he'd turned the tide abruptly. Everyone found it suspicious. Diodora had been strong but not that strong. Agars had him cornered early on, yet he suddenly powered up and won. Even Azazel, who'd seen it live, questioned the unnatural surge. Rias agreed, Diodora wasn't that powerful before. Even if higher UPS don't buy it, you should know, Vala said. Thanks, I guess. I muttered. Then, a shadow moved. Everyone turned. A massive figure in a gothic Lolita outfit emerged, muscles bulging, cat ears on their head. Miltan? My demon business regular. Vala did a double take. I got how he felt. Nyo. Miltan greeted, raising a hand. Hey. I replied, forcing a smile as they passed. Cat yokai? I didn't sense them until they were close. Senjutsu? Volley asked Baikao, dead serious. Nah, maybe a troll? Cat troll. Baikao scratched his head. They all looked at me for answers. Don't ask me. I wanna know what Miltan is too. Whatever. Let's go, Baikao, Vala said, turning to leave. That's it. I called. Just dropped by to warn you, Vala said, walking off. Then he paused. Oh, Miu Hyoudou, right. Miu flinched, gripping my sleeve harder. What? She asked nervously. Vala closed his eyes. I made you uncomfortable last time. Sorry. Miu blinked, stunned by the apology. With that, Volley and Baikao left. Later, Red Dragon Emperor. Hey, Volley, let's hit that ramen joint. Baikao called. Is Volley a good guy or a bad one? Hard to tell. Probably not bad, though. Your rival's a weird one, Drake said. You think so too? I replied. You're pretty weird yourself, partner. Rude. Who's the weirdo here? But I'm glad you're my host. You talk to me more than anyone before. First time I've enjoyed it. Really? Well, I've had tons of questions. Needed your guidance. Maybe that's why. You treat me like a being, not a tool. Come on, you're my partner. And a mentor who taught me how to fight. You're important to me, Drake. No way I'd treat you like a tool. That means a lot, Drake said. Count on me, partner. Back home, I had to report Vala's warning to Rias and Azazel. Diadara's power spike hinted at something dangerous. Why else would Vala bother? Opening the front door, I was greeted by "Welcome back, Issei-kun." Akeno, in a skimpy game character outfit. A Maiko costume, but with thighs fully exposed and barely covering her chest. Akeno-san, that outfit. I stammered, eyes glued to her. Who wouldn't stare? It was practically lingerie. Erotic, right, she said, twirling, her chest threatening to spill out. Does it suit me, Issei-kun? Absolutely. It's perfect. I shouted, grinning like an idiot. Good. Shall we make it a viewing party? Or? She traced her chest seductively. A hands-on experience in bed. Spurt. My nosebleed erupted. Yes. I started to say, but... No. Miu tackled me, tears in her eyes, her soft chest pressing against me. Akeno-san, stop tempting Unii-chan. That outfit and those words he'll give in. Oh? Are you jealous, Miu-chan? Akeno teased. Then, outrageously, why not join us? Me, Issei-kun, and you together. What? Miu's face turned crimson. Then, Asia, Zenovia, Irina, and Konako appeared in similar revealing Maiko outfits. Thighs, cleavage everything on display. It's easy to move in, but no underwear makes it functional, Zenovia said. It's so breezy. I feel exposed. Irina blushed, tugging her skirt. There, see-through, Asia mumbled, covering her chest. Pink was faintly visible. Konako approached, cat ears and tail out, striking a neon pose. Does it suit me? Neon. Adorable. Too adorable. Was this a dream? Don't wake me. Why the cosplay? I asked Akeno. To thank you for always helping us. I mentioned it to the others, and this happened. No clue how it led to this, but thank you. My eyes were in paradise. Everyone's figures made the costumes pop. Could I snap photos? For personal use? Where's Buku? I asked, noticing Rias's absence. Rias is strategizing for the next raiding game, Akeno said. Then, from upstairs, what's all the noise? Rias appeared in casual clothes, not cosplaying. Made sense she was focused. Akeno smirked provocatively. We're making Issei-kun happy. Rias said nothing and returned to her room. Did we upset her? She's serious about the game, and we were messing around. I should apologize. I'll be back, I said, heading upstairs. A shadow descended. Look, Issei. Mine's better, right? Rias, in a sultry demonic outfit, wings fluttering cutely, posing proudly. Her chest jiggled. Yes. It's amazing. I said. Rias and Akeno's rivalry was intense. Akeno reappeared, now in a barely there outfit. Spurt. Another nosebleed. It was practically nudity. This is what you like, right, Issei-kun? Akeno purred. I could only stare. Point up, Akeno said. I raised my finger, and she guided it to her chest squish. My finger sank into her softness. Oh! Issei-kun's finger! She moaned. Then Rias grabbed my other hand, pressing it to her chest squish. I was touching both their breasts. Best day ever! I won't lose to Akeno! Rias cried. Neither will I! Akeno shot back. They stormed off, still holding my hands, bickering. I'm Issei-kun's type. No, I am. Friends, rivals, who knows? I love them both. My sleeve tugged. Miu stood there in a nurse outfit, not too revealing, but insanely cute. How is it? She asked, blushing, eyes glistening. Gush. Another nosebleed. I collapsed. Are you okay? Miu cradled my head. I gave a shaky thumbs up. Great job, Miu. I'm happy to be alive. Unii-chan, she cried as I passed out. An hour later, thanks to Miu's care, I recovered. Now, I was talking with Rias. Sorry for the chaos, she said. No, I loved it. Sorry for distracting you from strategizing. It's fine. It was stress relief, she smiled, then turned serious. Vala sneaking into town is one thing, but his warning about Diadara worries me. Yeah, he came just for that. We should tell Azazel and Surtsks. I'll handle it, Rias said, contacting them via magic circle. Their voices sounded concerned, but we didn't get further. Vala's warning, Beware Diadora. What's he hiding? No answers yet. I glanced at the clock past midnight. Time to rest. I'm heading to bed, I said. Me too. We've got the underworld tomorrow, Rias replied. For what? Oh, I forgot to tell you. We're being interviewed for a TV show, Young Demons Special. TV show? My shout echoed through the house. The next morning, filming day. We'd head to the underworld after lunch, so I was in the Hyoudou basement training room, sparring with Kiba and Zenovia. HAAA. Zenovia swung Durandal, its blade radiating holy aura lethal to most demons. One touch could burn. I activated Renkin Kakikao, coating my fist in hard Qigong, and struck Durandal. Clang. You blocked Durandal barehanded. Zenovia gasped. Your power's uneven. Too inconsistent, I explained. Durandal's power surpassed my Ascalon from Michael, and Zenovia herself was strong. But uncontrolled power was useless. I'd targeted a weak spot in her aura, easily disrupting her stance. She'd improved since summer training, but still needed work. As I thought this, swords materialized around me, Kiba's holy demonic blades, flying straight at me. I gathered chi in my fist and swung horizontally, the shockwave scattering them. There. Kiba charged, low and fast, exploiting my swing's opening. A decoy. Without his weights, Kiba's speed was unreal, faster than before. Good timing, but facing a stronger opponent head-on is a bad move, Kiba. Didn't we cover this? I kicked his holy demonic sword upward. Kiba flinched but summoned two new blades, using his night speed to overwhelm me. He and Zenovia, with a glance, attacked in sync. When did they learn this combo? Not perfect, but their coordination was tight. One attacked while the other covered gaps. Both knights, they were fast. Time to step up. I boosted Renkin Kakikao, red aura flaring. Here I go. They froze. I kicked off, outpacing both. Their eyes tracked me, but their bodies couldn't keep up. First, Zenovia. Take a fall. I knocked Durandal away with a roundhouse kick. She leaped back to dodge, but I was already at her landing spot, striking her chest with a palm strike. Guh. She dropped to her knees. Sorry, Zenovia, didn't mean to touch your chest. A presence behind Kiba, aiming for my blind spot. Too slow. I flashed behind him. To Kiba, I'd vanished. I tapped his neck with a light chop. I surrender, Issei-kun. Kiba said, ending the mock battle. Here, towels and sports drinks, I tossed to Kiba and Zenovia, both sweating heavily. When'd you two learn that combo? I asked. Zenovia wiped her sweat. Morning training. Rias suggested knights could overwhelm with speed. We've been syncing with the others too. Smart move, Bucko. I never trained combos. Renkin Kakikao was solo, and my spars with Tiamat are one-on-one. Should I try combos with someone? Few can match your moves, partner. Stick with what works for now, Drake said. Fair point. I'd think about it later. What about that thing? I asked Drake. Sorted out. Faster than expected. Really? Yeah. The demon pieces helped, and your daily training with the Dragon King paid off. Guess sparring with a Dragon King does boost growth. Time to test it out? Sounds good, Drake agreed. The door opened. Mew. Knew you'd be here. Training done. Just finished. What's up? Mom sent me. Lunch is ready. We're heading to the underworld after, right? Already? Got it. I'll shower and be up. Wait with the others. Okay. Mew headed upstairs. Let's clean up. Sweat's sticking to my clothes, I said. Yeah, let's, Kiba agreed. An hour later, after lunch, the Gremory Peerage teleported to the underworld via magic circle, arriving in a city building's basement. Staff greeted us. Welcome, Rias, Gremory-sama and Peerage. This way. We took an elevator upstairs. The building felt human-like but had differences: magic-powered devices and props. A poster of Rias adorned the hall, looking like an idol. From the corridor, a group approached, led by Sarayorg Bale, heir of the Bale family, exuding regal confidence in noble attire. Behind him was his blonde, ponytail-wearing queen Stunning. Rias, here for the interview? Sarayorg asked. Yes. You done? Rias replied. Just starting. Different studio, probably. I saw your match, impressive win against tough odds. Can't let my guard down with you. You were overwhelming yourself. Worthy of the top young demon, Rias countered. They smiled, but their eyes burned with rivalry. Sarayorg's gaze shifted to me. Issei Hyoudou. Heard you're not in the rating game. Shame. He sounded genuinely disappointed, then fixed me with a direct stare. I want to fight you someday. Test the heavenly dragon's fist, the mispraise. Not now, but will you accept my challenge? He extended his hand, scarred from intense training. My answer was obvious. I gripped his hand. Absolutely. I want to face the top young demon too. Show me your strength. Sarayorg grinned. Thanks for accepting, Issei. I'm thrilled, my blood's boiling. Haha, same here. Let's fight someday. We parted ways. I'm not a battle junkie, but I like his type, straightforward, pushing limits through sheer grit. We're alike in that. Impressive. Accepting Sarayorg's challenge, Rias said. Really? Yes. I couldn't take his challenge so eagerly. The power gap's too wide. True, Rias couldn't beat Sarayorg yet, despite her growth since meeting me. He's on another level. I'll defeat him someday, she said. I'll back you up, all the way, I promised. Thanks, Issei. We were led to a studio still being prepped. An announcer, a woman, greeted Rias. First time meeting. I'm with Underworld's First Broadcasting. Pleased to meet you, Rias replied, shaking hands. They began discussing the show. The studio had rows of audience seats, like a human variety show. I wanna go home. Gasper trembled behind me. TV's rough for a shut-in. Even Asia looked nervous. Gotta encourage our bishops. Don't worry, peerage members will get some questions, but stay relaxed, a staff member said. Kiba Yudo and Hyoudou Akeno, they called. That's me, Kiba said, raising his hand. I'm Hyoudou Akeno, Akeno added. You two will get several questions. Your popularity's rising, the staff said. Seriously? I blurted. The staff nodded. Kiba's got female fans, Hyoudou, male fans. Handsome guy, beautiful woman makes sense. The Citri match, broadcast across the underworld, boosted their fame. Damn you, Kiba. I'm jealous. If I'd played, maybe I'd be popular with girls. Should I beg the demon hire UPS now? Issei Hyoudou, the staff called. Me, I said, pointing to myself. Oh. I saw you in the news, but your armor's so iconic I didn't recognize you. Yeah, the newspaper Venerana showed me had my armored form. My real face aired too, but the armor's what sticks. After filming, we'll take you to the first meeting room. Don't leave, the staff said. Meeting room? What's that about? The announcer checked her notes. You're joining a project. Musertsk's Lucifer and Governor Azazel requested you. Sertsk's and Azazel? Just me? Weird. Got it. After filming, then, I said. The meeting wrapped, and filming began. Post-filming, I was led to a meeting room. The staff knocked. Issei Hyoudou is here. Come in, Sertsk's voice replied. Inside, Sertsk's, Azazel, a producer-looking guy, and suited executives sat around a round table. Hey, take a seat, Azazel said. Saturday, sorry for the summons, Issei-kun, Sertsk said. It's fine, but, what's up? We're planning a hero show with you as the star. That's why you're here. A hero show? For me? I shouted, stunned. A hero show, starring me? Of course I'm shocked. Calm down, Azazel said, flipping through papers. There's a reason. Post-war, the underworld's at peace. Now, we need to inspire and nurture the next generation. Got it? I nodded. But the underworld lacks entertainment. So, we want something kids can dream about, Azazel continued. A hero show? I asked. Exactly. I used to play hero with Irina as a kid, dreaming of being one. A show like that would excite kids. Got it. But why me? Sertsk answered. You're a hot topic, Issei-kun. You defeated Cockabile, shown at the conference, and stopped that party terror attack. Terror attack? And wasn't Sertsk the reason I got famous? We want you to be a hero for kids, giving them hope. Will you take it on? Kids' hope. I remembered Milikas's bright smile when he asked for a handshake. If I could inspire kids, that'd be worth it. After thinking, I answered, if I'm good enough, I'll do it. I'd love to give underworld kids dreams. Thank you, Issei-kun, Sertsk said. Azazel slid 2 documents over, both marked top secret. Knew you'd say yes. These are the show's plans. We brainstormed names that fit you, narrowing it to these 2. My hero name, Hi. Exciting, but embarrassing, kids will call me that. I opened the documents and froze. Option 1, Breast Dragon Emperor Oppai Dragon. Option 2, Little Sister Dragon Emperor Siskin Dragon. What? They fit you, right? Azazel said. Option 1's from when you triggered balance breaker by touching a nipple. Perfect for the Oppai guy. Option 2's from how you treat Miu. I think option 1's catchier, better for merch. What do you think, Star? I faced an impossible choice. Ultimately, the show was named Breast Dragon Emperor Oppai Dragon. Azazel's reasoning, plus option 2 overlapping with Surtsk's and Seraphal's personas, sealed it. Honestly, I barely understood how it happened. And when the name was decided, Drake cried. Phew. In the changing room of the grand bathhouse in my house's basement, I chugged a fruit milk. Post-bath refreshment hits different. A bathhouse in the basement? Still unreal. I'd lived in Alice's castle and stayed at Buku's, so I'm used to luxury, but my own home turning into a mansion? Mind-blowing. Just a month ago, it was normal. There's even an indoor pool on the second basement floor, great for my Renkin Kakikau water running training. The girls swim there too when they feel like it. The bathhouse has a fridge stocked with milk varieties. Rias insists, in Japan, milk's the post-bath drink. Her love for Japanese culture is intense. I switch drinks daily. Rias, Miu, and Irina are fruit milk fans, Akeno, Asia, and Konako prefer plain, while Zenovia and Irina go for coffee milk. Just finished training, feeling fresh now. Everyone's getting stronger, fast. I need to step up too. I've got untamed power, but no rush. I've known forever I lack talent. I'll grow at my pace. Leaving the bathhouse, I noticed the grand hall's lights on. It's next to the bathhouse, perfect for movie nights or training. I was just practicing there. Peeking through the open door, I saw Zenovia swinging a practice sword in training gear, focused. Issei, she said, noticing me. Hey. Didn't mean to snoop, saw the lights. I stepped inside. Training. Yeah, with the game coming up. You trained hard earlier too. Don't overdo it, overwork's no good. Zenovia's been pushing lately, almost obsessively. She sparred with Kiba, but her haste left openings for counters. I'm weaker than Kiba, she said, eyes steady. True, Zenovia was stronger when we met, but Kiba's holy demonic sword awakened his talent, flipping their ranks. It shows in training. In raw talent, Kiba's above me, she admitted, her eyes dimming, likely jealous as a fellow swordsman. Kiba's talent stands out, yeah, I said. More than yours, she asked. I nodded. No one in Rias's peerage has less talent than me. I'm the least gifted. Zenovia looked surprised. Come on, I've said this before. Am I that unconvincing? Talent can be surpassed with effort. But overdoing it's bad. Train hard, eat well, rest well, that's the fastest path. Take a break. Too much zeal, and your body won't keep up. Hypocritical of me, considering my own insane overwork. Zenovia thought, then smiled. You're right. Overdoing it risks injury. I'll rest. Good. I'll train with you anytime, so don't push too hard, okay? Really? Of course. Why lie? I like hard-working people like you. Thanks, Issei. She got it. But, her face reddened. What's up? Issei, do you, like me? She asked. My brain froze. What? Why? You said, I like you. Wait. Misunderstanding alert. I said I like hard-working people like you. What's with that interpretation? So, you like me, right? That's bold, Issei. She's not getting it. I like her, sure, but something's off. And why's she undressing? I like you too, Issei. Mutual feelings mean, time to make a baby. What? That logic's insane. Here? Now? Wait. Are you serious? Of course. Or, is it my sweat? We'll get sweaty anyway, but if you mind, the bathhouse is next door. Or we could do it there. The conversation's running away. If this keeps up, I'm battling Zenovia in the bathhouse. Not a bad thought, but... She grabbed my arm, dragging me back to the bathhouse. No way she's serious. Zenovia started stripping. Her breasts, glistening with sweat, bounced free. Spurt. Nosebleed. Too erotic. How's she so bold in front of me? This happened in the gym storage too. Thank you, Zenovia. She stood naked, fully exposed. You're not undressing? I'll help. No need, I can do it. Wait, that's not the point. In a flash, she stripped me bare. What technique? Where'd she learn that? You're ready, she said, eyeing me. I covered myself, too late. First time seeing a man's, it gets that big, she mused. Don't comment. You caused this. How'd we get here? Now, to the bathhouse, she said, grabbing my hand and opening the door. Steam hit my skin, spiking my excitement. Am I really doing this with Zenovia? Zenovia-san. Issei-kun. Irina's voice rang out. She was in the bath. Spurt. Another nosebleed. Irina's naked body rare and stunning. Perfect figure, great chest. Brain saved. Ugh. Irina's here? Unexpected, Zenovia muttered. It's a bathhouse. Others use it too. She didn't think this through. Are you too, bathing? Irina asked. I was about to say yes to defuse, but Zenovia blurted, no, we're about to make a baby. Idiot. Why say that? Baby. Irina stammered. It was unexpected you're here, but, wanna join us, Irina? What? Don't drag Irina into this. Her brains crashed. Irina snapped back, screaming, eh. Her cry echoed through the house, drawing everyone to the bathhouse. I got a lecture from Rias and the others. Why just me? But seeing Zenovia and Irina's breasts? Worth it. Later, we all bathed together. Another story. Azazel sighed. Sorry for the call, Surtsks. About Glaciolabaliz's heir's suspicious death and Diatara Astaroth's power surge. They're connected, aren't they? Demons still face endless issues, Surtsks sighed. He's usually cheerful, but stress is piling up. No proof yet, but if Vala's warning holds, Diatara's. I sighed. We might need that plan. Damn family events already have me down. Surtsks laughed through the magic circle. Heard another Grigori exec got married, Azazel. Yeah, they're all rushing. Sneaky bastards, hooking up with other factions behind my back. Soon, I'll be the only single one. Surtsks roared with laughter. Annoying. Settle down, Azazel. Want me to introduce someone? Pass. I live for my hobbies. Women? Plenty out there. Sure. About the plan, faction leaders, including Michael, approved. Good. It's a prime chance to crush them. Have you told Issei? His power's key. Not yet. Telling him now risks the others finding out. I'll brief him last minute to avoid leaks. But I get your concern. He'll be pissed, but he's level-headed. He'll understand with reason. He'll still punch me for endangering his friends. I'll take it. If that's not enough. It's my plan, my responsibility. I'll handle it. Azazel sighed out. Time's up, Rias said, standing. Game day. Midnight at the Occult Research Club. Asia in her nun outfit, Zenovia in her battle gear, others in Kuoh Academy summer uniforms. Participants gathered on the central magic circle, awaiting transfer. Give 'em hell. I cheered. Hell yeah, they roared back. I'd trained with them, and they'd grown strong fast. Rias studied Diatara, crafting a strategy. We were ready to crush him. They'd worked too hard to lose. Good luck. Miu shouted. I'm rooting for you. Irina added. I'll pray for your victory. Reina chimed. Irina, we're demons. Prayers might hurt us. Though Asia and Zenovia are probably fine. The magic circle glowed, teleporting them to the battlefield. Time to watch on TV. As I reached for the monitor, Azazel stood, his face unusually grim. The remaining members Miu, Irina, Reina, and I frowned. What's wrong, Governor? Reina asked. Azazel's voice was low. I owe you an apology. This game, it's... Kiba sighed. Vision cleared from the magic circle's flash. A vast space stone floor, towering pillars at regular intervals. Behind us, a massive temple entrance, pristine like it was just built, resembling Greek architecture. Our base. Short or long battle, I'd do my job. But no referee announcement came. Something's off, Rias said. We exchanged uneasy glances. A glitch on the organizer's end? Then, a magic circle appeared in the opposite direction. Diatara? A close-range, short match game? More circles flared, surrounding us. Not Astaroth's sigil. I said, readying my sword. A keno sparked lightning. No common pattern among them, but... all demons. If I'm right, Rias said, red aura flaring, her gaze sharp. Hundreds, maybe 1,000 demons emerged, radiating hostility, glaring at us. Chaos Brigade's old Mu faction, Rias identified. Chaos Brigade? Why invade our game? Foul kin of the false Mu, Gremory. You'll fall here, one demon taunted. To old Mu loyalists, current Miss and their allies were eyesores. A scream Asia's. I turned, but she was gone. President, a voice called from above. Diatara hovered, Holding Asia. Greetings, Rias Gremory. I'm taking Asia Argento. Coward. Release her. Wasn't this a game? Zenovia shouted. Diadora smirked vilely. Game? No. You'll die here, killed by Chaos Brigade agents. Even your strength can't handle this many high and mid-class demons. Die swiftly. Rias glared. You're with Chaos Brigade? Despicable, tainting the game and stealing my precious Asia. Her aura surged. She was furious, rightly so. I burned with rage too. I can do as I please with them. Struggle if you want. I'll claim Asia. You know what I mean. Follow to the temple's depths if you dare. Quite a show awaits, Diadora mocked, laughing. My friend Asia won't be yours. Zenovia yelled, drawing my borrowed Ascalon to strike Diadora. His magic blast threw her off, but her sword's holy aura wave shot toward him. He dodged effortlessly. Zenovia! Asia cried for help. A hum warped the air, space distorted. Diadora and Asia vanished. Asia! Zenovia screamed, but no reply came. Zenovia, stay calm. We take down these enemies first, then save Asia. I urged. Sorry, Kiba, she said, her eyes blazing with fury. The demon's hands glowed, readying a barrage of magic blasts. High and mid-class demons, could we withstand this? As I searched for a plan, another scream Akenos. A one-eyed old man in a robe was lifting her skirt, peering at her underwear. Fine rear, youthful firmness. Smack. A Harrison struck his head. You old pervert! Hands off my Akeno! Issei roared, grabbing the man's collar. God or not, mess around and I'll end you with my god-slaying sacred gear. Calm down, Unii-chan. Miu grabbed his shoulder. When did they get here? Don't kill a god for that, partner. It'd tarnish the Red Dragon Emperor's name. That's Odin, Norse chief god. Even you can't win. Focus on the task, Drake said. Odin? Why's a chief god here? An Issei, challenging a god? Insane. Odin-sama. Issei. Miu. Why are you here? Rias asked. Odin stroked his long white beard. Long story, but Chaos Brigade hijacked the game. Organizers and factions are countering. Diadora's tied to the old Mu faction, likely boosted by Ophiza's snake. You're in danger, so we came to help. But a powerful barrier seals this field, hard to breach or destroy without stopping its source inside. How'd you get in, Odin-sama? I asked. Offered my eye to Mimir's well, gaining mastery over magic and barriers, he said, revealing a crystal eye glowing with arcane runes. A chill ran through me. That glow was dangerous. After you left, Azazel explained everything. I came with this old man to help, but we were late, Issei said, glaring toward the temple, rage in his eyes over Asia's abduction. I heard you were in danger, so I came too. Good, you're safe. We need to save Asia, Miu said, radiating rare anger. Issei's words stuck. Azazel told them. So this game was rigged from the start? Take down a Norse god and Red Dragon Emperor for glory, a demon shouted, unleashing a magic barrage. We braced, but Odin tapped his staff. Boom! The blasts vanished midair. Odin chuckled, stroking his beard. Incredible! A chief god's power neutralizing that many blasts with one move. My power should break the barrier, but entering took all I had. Whoever set this up is skilled. Azazel's kid asked me to give you these, Odin said, handing us communicators. Leave this to me. I'll cover the battlefield. Run to the temple. He pointed his staff, enveloping us in a faint protective aura. That'll guard you to the temple. Go. What about you, old man? Issei asked. Odin laughed. A kid barely past a decade worrying about me. A spear appeared in his hand. Gungnir. He struck. Boom. A massive aura blast echoed, reducing the demons to dozens. Unbelievable power. Just keeping my old bones active. Red Dragon Emperor, protect them. That's your role. Terrorist demons, come at me, I'm stronger than you can imagine. That was holding back? Gods are on another level. Got it. Don't die, old man. Let's go. Issei shouted. Yeah, we replied, following him toward the temple. Kiba sighed out. Kiba sighed. We entered the temple, equipping Odin's communicators. All good? Azazel here. Odin passed them to you, right? Azazel's voice crackled. Got a lot to say, but listen first. This raiding game's been hit by Chaos Brigade's old Mu faction. The field and VIP areas are crawling with their demons. We predicted this. Factions are teaming up to crush them. What do you mean, predicted? Zenovia asked, frowning. Rias probably heard recent suspicious deaths tied to the current miss were old Mo faction hits. Glaciolabalis's heir? Murdered, not an accident. They killed Glaciolabalis's heir to target Mo bloodlines. Wise Diadora with Chaos Brigade. The masterminds are descendants of old Beelzebub and Asmodeus. Like Kateria Leviathan, whom I took down, their hatred for the current Mu regime runs deep. This game's a prelude to world upheaval, targeting Mokin like Rias and VIPs like Odin for a terrorist strike. Our match was a trap from the start, aimed at Rias and Odin. Diadora's power spike. Rias asked. He took off Isa's snake for cooperating with Chaos Brigade. It turns third rates into first class. Using it in a game was their miscalculation, tipping us off. Isa's snake grants massive power boosts. Others might have it too trouble. They don't care if we're onto them, they think they'll win. But it's our chance to crush the old Mo faction. Current Miss, Seraphs, Odin, Greek gods, Indra, and Buddhists are all out there smashing terrorists. We hinted at the plot to faction leaders beforehand, and they all joined in. Everyone's itching to fight. No faction bows to terror. Sorry, Rias. Said wars were rare, yet here we are, putting you in danger. We needed the game to start to draw them out, so I told Issei and the others after you transferred, Azazel said. What if we'd died? Zenovia asked casually. Azazel's tone hardened. I told Issei and them if it came to that, I'd take responsibility, even with my life. He was ready to die to lure them out. Issei, leading, radioed Azazel. Teacher, Diadora took Asia. We're changing plans to rescue her. Damn, too late. Got it. With you there, I'm less worried. Handle it, but be careful. This field's sealed by a Chaos Brigade god-slaying gear, dimension lost. Even Odin's magic can't break it. Entering's possible, escaping's near impossible. Roger. Issei shouted. One more thing, they acted knowing we might suspect them, meaning they've got a trump card, Azazel warned. A hidden ace? I asked. Exactly. We don't know what, but this field's dangerous. No retire transfers since the game's off. Issei's with you, so you're solid, but not invincible. Stay sharp. The call ended. Rias turned to Issei. What was the original plan? I'd join you, then lead everyone to a shelter under the temple. Diadora screwed that up. So, we beat Diadora, save Asia, and reach the shelter. Where's Asia? Rias asked. I sense her and Diadora deep in the temple. Let's charge through, Issei said. We nodded silently and ran deeper. Kiba sighed out. The temple was vast, a series of grand halls with towering pillars, nothing else notable. We passed through, aiming for the next temple, repeating the process until we felt a presence. We stopped. Ahead, 10 hooded, robed figures Diadora's peerage. Hey, Rias Gremory and crew, Diadora's voice echoed. His presence didn't move projected by magic. Red Dragon Emperor, you came too. Let's play a game, a substitute for the cancelled raiding game. This guy's mocking us. Each side sends pieces to fight. Used pieces can't fight again until they reach me. Do whatever after that. First match, I sent 8 pawns and 2 rooks. Oh, all my pawns are promoted to queens. 8 queens off the bat fine, right? Rias Gremory's famed for her strong peerage. I'll indulge your nonsense. I'll show you what my peerage is made of, Rias accepted. Is that wise? Miu asked. Rias narrowed her eyes. We have to. They've got Asia hostage. Diadora's unpredictable. Best not to provoke him. Rias glanced at Konako and Gasper. No need for Issei yet. Konako, Gasper, Zenovia step up. They gathered. Zenovia, take out the rooks. Go all out, Rias ordered. Got it. I'm good at that, Zenovia grinned. She'd handle 2 rooks easily unrestricted. Konako, Gasper, handle the pawns. Konako, offense use senjutsu to disrupt their core. Gasper, drink Issei's blood and support. Got it, Konako said. Understood. Gasper replied. I cut my finger with a demonic sword, giving Gasper my blood. Thump. His chest pulsed. A strange aura enveloped him, his red eyes glowing. Ready. The trio stepped forward. Diadora's voice rang out. Let's begin. His peerage readied. Zenovia unleashed Durandal and Ascalon, dual-wielding, advancing on the rooks. I'm taking Asia back, she declared, radiating intense pressure, her gaze razor-sharp. I never had friends. I thought God's love was enough, she continued as the rooks charged. Unfazed, she went on. Then I met people who treated me equally. Asia always smiled at me, even after I was harsh to her. She called me friend like it was nothing. Zenovia, she's been carrying that guilt. I'll save my best friend. Asia. Boom. Durandal and Ascalon erupted with massive aura, blasting the rooks back. Tears in her eyes, Zenovia raised both swords. Please, Durandal, Ascalon, lend me strength to save my friend. Crossing the swords, a colossal holy aura surged, forming a towering light pillar that pierced the temple ceiling. She swung down. Swoosh. A massive holy wave swallowed the rooks. Boom. The temple shook, dust swirling. When it cleared, two massive claw-like scars stretched before Zenovia, pillars and walls obliterated. That's Zenovia unleashed. Summer training paid off big. She was panting, continuous attacks were tough. Now, Konako and Gasper. Gasper split into bats, Konako's cat ears out, body glowing blue-white with senjutsu chi. The 8 pawns rushed Konako, but she stayed expressionless, reading their movements and dodging effortlessly. Her daily effort to master her power was paying off. The pawns grew frantic, their attacks missing. Some froze. Now, Konako-chan. Gasper's voice echoed, his evil eye halting them. Konako struck the frozen pawns with chi-charged palm strikes, disrupting their magic and knocking them out. Perfect combo. Gasper's time stop and Konako's chi attacks. Unbeatable in close combat. The 8 pawns collapsed, unable to rise, though alive. We were outnumbered but unscathed, dominating instantly. The trio returned. Done, Konako said. Great job, Konako, Gasper, Zenovia. Training paid off, I praised. They smiled, pleased. First win down. Hang on, Asia, we're coming. With the enemy's soldiers and tanks defeated, only the queen, 2 knights, 2 bishops, and Diodora remain. I'll handle Diodora. The others Rias, Akeno, and Kiba can manage. Let's go, Rias called. We advanced to the next temple. Waiting were 3 robed figures. We've been expecting you, Rias Gremory, one said, removing their robe. It was Diodora's queen, a stunning blonde with striking blue eyes. The other 2 disrobed, a female and a male, both bishops. Their magic and support skills were formidable on footage. The queen was no slouch either, having bested an opponent in the Agar's match using fire magic. Well, shall I? Akeno stepped forward. The 2 knights are yours, Hyoudou. I'll join too, Rias added. A tag team of our 2 big sisters. Oh, Rias, I can handle this alone, Akeno teased. Don't be reckless. Even with your lightning, we play it safe, Rias countered. Lightning and destructive power both potent, wielded by 2 increasingly skilled fighters. Their combined strength promised an easy win. Then Konako tugged at me. What's up, Konako? She gestured for me to crouch, whispering in my ear. I nodded. That okay? Yes. It'll power Akeno-san up, Konako replied. She thinks this'll boost Akeno, huh? Well, if Konako says so. Akeno-san. I called. She turned. If you crush them, let's go on a date this Sunday. Right, Konako. Konako nodded vigorously. I doubted a date with me would power Akeno up, but... Crack. Zap. Lightning erupted around us. Akeno, enveloped in a blazing aura, glowed with power. Hee. A date with Issei-kun, she laughed, her smile fierce, lightning crackling. Whoa. She actually powered up. That's unfair, Issei. Only Akeno. Rias protested, teary-eyed. Hee, Rias, my love reached Issei-kun. He called me his Akeno. It's settled, no. Akeno teased. What? One date doesn't meets lightning doesn't give you the right to mock me. Rias snapped. Oh no, they're arguing now. Konako, is this really okay? It's getting worse. What? You, who's never been embraced, dare say that? Your body's not lacking charm, is it? Akeno shot back. It's not. Rias retorted. What have you done, then? Akeno pressed. He touched my chest in bed, Rias mumbled. Wasn't that just his bad sleeping habits? Akeno countered. We kissed. Rias admitted, adorably flustered. Damn, Rias was cute just then, like a normal girl. Is it okay to say that in public? Suddenly, Miu, Zenovia, and Konako grabbed me tightly. What's that about? Miu asked, smiling but eyes cold. The kiss with Rias, it just happened, the mood. I stammered. Asia interrupted before it went further, thankfully. Tell us about this mood, Zenovia demanded. Rias is unfair, Konako added, her eyes intense. I glanced at Kiba for help. Haha, tough spot, Issei-kun, he laughed. Kiba, you traitor. Boom! The temple shook violently, far worse than during Zenovia's fight. The sisters' argument fueled massive auras. I'll kiss Issei right now, enough to make you forget yours. Akeno declared. No way. You'd use tongue, wouldn't you? Rias shot back. Of course. I'll make him mine. Akeno vowed. Issei will turn into a beast. Rias warned. What a conversation. Didn't we have this talk before? The enemy queen and bishops, confused, finally snapped. The queen, wreathed in flames, roared, enough. Ignoring us for a guy. Shut up. Rias and Akeno shouted, unleashing a devastating combined attack of destructive magic and lightning, obliterating the enemies and the surroundings. They were down, incapacitated. Terrifying, those two are scary when mad. But their argument continued. You don't even know Issei. I know every detail. Rias claimed. When did she see my details? In the bath? Knowing isn't touching or accepting. I'm ready to embrace him now. Akeno retorted. Ugh. Fine, we'll settle this after saving Asia. First, her rescue, Rias said. Yes, Asia's like a sister to me too, Akeno agreed. Finally, they agreed. Then I sensed something a bad presence. I looked toward the next temple. What's wrong? Miu asked, tilting her head cutely. Might run into someone nasty, I replied. She didn't get it. Even Konako, with her senjutsu, hadn't noticed. Oh well, if it's an enemy, we'll take them down. Issei, we worked hard too. Date us next, Zenovia said. I slumped, overwhelmed. At the deepest temple, we spotted a familiar figure. Yo, long time, said a white-haired priest Fried Selzen, from the Excalibur incident. Not someone I wanted to see. Thought you didn't want to meet me, Issei-kun. Fried teased. Yup, I replied. Ouch. Instant answer. I'm hurt, he cried, faking tears. Same old annoying Fried. Where's Diodora's knight? I asked. Fried grinned wickedly, spat out a human finger. I ate him. This guy. I'd sensed two presences vanish after Rias and Akeno's fight, but this was unexpected. Konako, covering her nose, muttered, he's no longer human. Fried's grin widened, his face twisting inhumanly. Ha ha ha. After you sliced me up, Vala retrieved me, but Azazel fired me. His body swelled grotesquely, priest robes tearing, limbs ballooning. The Chaos Brigade took me in. They gave me power a chimera. Fried ranted, transforming into a monstrous mix of dragon, bat and more. Miu, horrified, covered her mouth. I shielded her eyes from the grotesque sight. Fried continued, know Diodora's hobby? He loves church girls' sisters, like Asia. My mind raced to Asia. One day, a devil noble found a perfect saintly girl, too cherished by the church to take. So, he staged an injury, knowing if other clergy saw her heal him, she'd be exiled, Fried sneered. That's it. Diodora, a high-ranking devil, injured near a church, alone, healed by Asia, who can heal devils. Too perfect. He set her up to be exiled, fallen, and violated. Blood seeped from my clenched fists, but rage drowned out pain. Cast out, brought low, then defiled Diodora's ultimate thrill. Fried cackled. Miu snapped, summoning a magic circle, but I stopped her. Why, she gasped. No need to dirty your hands for that scum, I said. I'll handle it, Kiba interjected, stepping forward with a holy demonic sword. No need for you, Issei-kun. Save your anger for Diodora. I'm at my limit too, Kiba said, his calm voice belying eyes full of rage. Got it. He's yours, I agreed. Kiba nodded, advancing with a murderous aura. Hey, you're that knight who slashed me. Time for payback, pretty boy. Fried taunted. You shouldn't exist, Kiba said coldly. Fried charged, sprouting biological blades. They clashed. Slash. In an instant, Fried's monstrous form was shredded. Kiba's high-speed strikes diced him. Too strong. Fried's severed head muttered, blood and flesh scattered. Kiba stabbed the head, ending him. Save your howling for Hades. Damn, even Kiba's one-liner was cool. I glanced at Fried's head. Were we cursed to cross paths? No time for that. We had to save Asia. Let's go, I said. We nodded and ran to Diodora's final temple. In the deepest temple, a massive device held Asia, crucified at its center. No visible injuries or torn clothes, her aura stable. She seemed okay. You're here, Diodora Astaroth said, emerging with a smug smile that grated my nerves. Issei-san. Asia lifted her face, eyes swollen from crying. Diodora, did you tell her? I asked, referring to Fried's revelation. He smirked. Yes, I told Asia everything. Her face when she realized it was all my plan priceless. I recorded it. Want to see? A church girl's fall is exquisite. Asia sobbed. I see, I growled. My killing intent shook the temple, cracking its walls. Haha, what a red dragon emperor. But I've powered up with Offai's snake. I'll crush you. Boom. Diodora's face smashed into the ground, forming a crater. I'd slammed him with a full swing punch. He writhed, confused and in pain. Get up, scum. You'll pay for making Asia cry. This isn't the end, I'll show you despair. Unprecedented rage burned within me. Ugh, you Diodora staggered back, clutching his face, whimpering pathetically. What a sorry sound. Moments ago, he was all bravado. He's not worth Drake's power. My fists are enough. Issei advanced slowly, each step deliberate. Diodora retreated twice as fast. Hey, what's with the running? Issei taunted. Didn't you say something about 1 instant earlier? Red Dragon Emperor. Diodora snarled, charging a magical bullet and firing. It was decent-sized, but nothing special. Issei caught it with one hand, crushing it to nothing. Diodora's eyes widened. Wah! Issei ignored him, closing the distance. Come on! That's all you got? Shut up! Diodora screamed, hurling a barrage of chaotic magical bullets. Issei countered each one with ki-wrapped fists, nullifying them. Smoke rose, but he waved it away, appearing right in front of Diodora. Without hesitation, he slammed a punch into him. Diodora crashed to the ground, bouncing and rolling. Trembling, he struggled to his feet. TCH. Don't mock me. I'm a high-class devil. Descended from the current demon king Beelzebub. Issei sighed heavily. Seriously? High-class devil? Beelzebub's bloodline? Ha! You've got no right to claim that title alongside Rias, Sarayorg, or the president. You only beat Agars with borrowed power, didn't you? The high-class devils Issei knew Rias, Sarayorg, and others carried themselves with pride, striving daily to better themselves. But this scum? He didn't deserve to be in their league. Even Riser, for all his flaws, never stooped to using others' power. In that sense, Riser was more a high-class devil than this guy. Why did Ajoka, someone so great, have to be tied to a disgrace like Diodora? It pissed Issei off to think this creep could drag Ajoka's name down. Diodora gathered magic again, firing countless bullets. What a one-trick pony! Didn't he get that it wouldn't work? The barrage seemed to hit Issei, and Diodora cackled. Ha ha ha! All that talk, and this is it, Red Dragon Emperor? A lowly reincarnated devil can't match a high-class devil like me. He kept firing, smug. But where are you aiming? Issei's voice cut through. Diodora froze, attacks stopping. He spun around. How, are you behind me? He stammered. Then what did I hit? My afterimage, Issei said. A roundhouse kick slammed into Diodora's arm, the crunch of breaking bones echoing through Issei's leg. Diodora had been firing at a key-crafted afterimage from Issei's Renkin Kakikao, dodging at the last second to circle behind. The idiot hadn't noticed, wasting his magic. Gah! Diodora screamed in agony. Hurts, huh? Bet it does, Issei said coldly. But Asia felt worse. He landed a brutal body blow, sending Diodora flying into a temple pillar. The impact shattered it. You tricked her. Hurt her. Made her cry. Issei roared. Anyone who hurts Asia, my family gets crushed, no matter who they are. A red aura erupted from Issei, shaking the temple. It took form behind him, a massive red dragon glaring at Diodora. Eek! Diodora yelped, terror-stricken. He spread his devil wings, trying to flee. Issei kicked the ground, cutting him off in a flash. You're not escaping. Grabbing Diodora's face, he slammed him into the ground. Landing, Issei approached. I told you, didn't I? I'd show you despair. No. Stay away. Diodora wailed, conjuring a magical barrier. What a coward. After all he did to Asia, he couldn't handle a beating? The thought fueled Issei's rage. You think this flimsy barrier can stop me? He swung his fist, shattering the barrier like glass. Why? Diodora screamed. Why doesn't my magic work? I've been enhanced by Offai's snake. Issei grabbed his collar, forcing him up, and drove a fist into his gut, followed by a face punch. Never felt pain before, huh? That's why you hurt others so easily. Time to learn what pain feels like. A key-charged fist tore into Diodora's stomach. The sickening sound of crushed organs rang out, probably some broken bones too. But Issei wasn't done. Not by a long shot. He tossed Diodora into the air, unleashing a barrage of kicks and punches. Like with Cockabile, he turned Diodora into a punching bag, striking precisely to keep him conscious. No mercy. He'd beat him until he was broken. In seconds, Diodora was a bloody ragdoll, blood splattering everywhere. Ugh, ah! Diodora groaned weakly. Partner, maybe it's time to wrap this up, Drake said. His eyes are dead. Yeah, Issei said. Let's end it. Taking a deep breath, he surged his ki with Renkin Kakikao, dropping into a stance, fist drawn back. As Diodora fell, face turned toward him. Here goes. A devastating punch smashed into Diodora's face. He crashed through pillars, embedding into the temple's far wall. His eyes were lifeless as he slumped. Is he dead? Zenovia asked, approaching. Not, I didn't kill him, Issei said. Death's too easy for him. He'll live and wallow in despair. Besides, he's still a high-class devil tied to Ajuka, the Demon King. Killing him might cause trouble for Surtsks and the others. I'll let them decide his fate. I see. Zenovia said. They're kind but strict, Issei said. He'll get what's coming. If he goes near Asia again, Zenovia started. We'll wipe him out completely, they said in unison, glaring at Diodora. They rushed to Asia. Asia! Issei called. Ise-san. Everyone! Asia cried as the group gathered. Issei gently patted her head. Sorry we took so long. They made you hear awful things, huh? Asia shook her head. I'm okay. I knew you'd come, Ise-san. Relief washed over her, tears of joy welling up. Now that Asia was safe, Issei planned to take everyone to the underground shelter Azazel mentioned and join the fight with Irina and Rainare. Kiba and the others began working to free Asia from the device. But Kiba's face darkened. The shackles won't budge. What? Issei tried, but they wouldn't move. Even in balance breaker armor, he failed. Damn it! They won't come off. No way. Not even the Red Dragon Emperor's power could break them? Use Tenbu Zenin? No, that risked hurting Asia. Everyone tried holy demonic swords, holy swords, magic, but the shackles held firm. Were they specially made? Issei stormed to Diodora, slapping him awake. Ugh! Red Dragon Emperor! Shut up! Issei snapped. What are these shackles? How do we remove them? Diodora muttered weakly, the device can only be used once. But it won't stop unless activated. It's tied to Asia's sacred gear, it won't release until her power triggers. Keep talking, Issei growled. It's a bounded field from a sacred gear user, Diodora said. The mist-based dimension lost, the strongest barrier-type sacred gear. It seals or banishes anything in its infinite mist. In Balance Breaker, Dimension Create, it crafts any barrier device the user wants. Once activated, it can't be stopped until it runs its course. Kiba pressed, activation conditions and its ability. Conditions, my signal, another's, or my defeat, Diodora said. The ability, it amplifies and reverses Asia's sacred gear. Reverse her healing? That meant? Kiba asked, the range. This field in the observation room, Diodora said. Everyone froze. Asia's healing was immense. Amplified and reversed. It could wipe out every faction's leaders. Kiba said. This was bad. It rippled through the human world, heaven, and the underworld. Miu stepped forward. It can't be broken from the outside, right? Yeah, Diodora said. Miu turned to Issei. Unii-chan, can you transfer the Red Dragon Emperor's power to me? What's your plan? Issei asked. If it can't be broken from outside, I'll undo it from within. Smart, Issei said. But this is a barrier even Odin couldn't break. Think you can handle it? The shackles and field were from a Long Inu's user, rivaling a Norse god's skill. Miu leaned in, whispering, I've got a special magic Dad taught me. Sirius's trump card? News to Issei. Is it strong enough? He asked. It's not perfect with my power, Miu said, eyes fierce. But with ours combined. She wanted to save Asia too. Their bond was real. Worth a shot, Issei said. Let's do it. Yeah. Miu nodded. Drake, lend us your strength. Issei called. Of course, Drake replied. Boost 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 boost. In Balance Breaker, Issei amplified his power. Miu formed a massive magic circle around Asia's barrier. Transfer. Issei sent his power to Miu. Her aura surged, radiating immense energy. Eyes closed, she chanted a spell. Everyone watched, tense. Miu opened her eyes. Asia-san, I'll save you. She spoke the magic's name, Durizine, the one who sees through even gods. The magic circle glowed blue-white. Crack! The shackles fractured, and the barrier collapsed instantly, freeing Asia. It happened so fast, everyone stood dumbfounded. Funya! Miu swayed, exhausted. Issei caught her. Whoa, easy. That magic Durizine was from another world, a top-tier spell that analyzed and dismantled any substance or ability, even divine creations. Its drawback was massive energy cost and restrictions, but Sirius knew it. Why didn't he use it against Issei? Later. Great job, Miu, Issei said. Didn't know you had that up your sleeve. Hee, yet. Miu said. Go to Asia-san. Konako-chan, can you take care of Miu? Issei asked. Yes, Konako said. Miu-senpai, I'll use senjutsu to help you rest. Thanks, Miu said. Issei rushed to Asia. Asia. Ise-san. She hugged him tightly. I knew you'd come, she said. Zenovia's eyes teared up. Asia. If you were gone. Asia wiped her tears, smiling. I'm not going anywhere. We're always together. Always. Zenovia hugged her. Their friendship warmed Issei's heart. He glanced at Kiba. No way he'd hug him. Thanks, Miu-san, everyone, Asia said, bowing. For saving me. No worries, Miu said. We're family. Rias hugged Asia. You don't have to call me Buku anymore. You're like my sister. Yes, Rias-san-sama. Asia said. Asia-senpai's back. Gasper sobbed, Konako patting his head. With things settled, Issei said, all right, Asia, let's go. Wait, she said, praying briefly. What did you pray for? Issei asked. It's a secret, she said, smiling as she ran to him. Suddenly, countless presences appeared. A man above aimed his palm at Asia. Asia! Issei shouted, shielding her. Miu! Protect the others, he called. Light engulfed them. Kiba sighed. For a moment, we couldn't comprehend what had happened. Even now, it's still a blur. Issei-kun had defeated Diodora Astaroth, and Miu-san destroyed the god-slaying device, securing Asia-san's rescue. We were supposed to retreat from this place. But in that instant, as Issei-kun shielded Asia-san with incredible speed, the two vanished into a blinding light. He'd told Miu-san, take care of everyone, but honestly, I still don't understand what he meant. A barrier crafted by a god-slaying device, broken by a mere human. An unfamiliar voice sneered. Mistwielder, you held back. We'll need to rework the plan. Before us stood hundreds of demons from the old Satan faction. Most were high-class demons, but a few radiated the aura of top-tier demon lords. At their forefront floated two figures, clad in light armor and flowing capes. What was this chilling aura, seeping into my very core? Buku spoke up. Who are you? A pleasure to meet you, accursed sister of the false Satan, one said. I am Shulba Beelzebub, rightful heir to the true demon lord Beelzebub. And I am Cruisery Asmodeus, rightful heir to the true demon lord Asmodeus, the other added. The old Beelzebub and old Asmodeus Azazel-sensei had warned us about the masterminds behind this scheme. Diodora Astaroth, battered and broken, turned a pleading gaze to Shulba. Shulba, help me. Together, we can kill them. The old Satans and the current ones, united. Zib. A beam from Shulba's hand pierced Diodora's chest without mercy. Fool, Shulba scoffed. I told you the power of that girl's sacred gear, and you still failed. Defeated by a mere red dragon emperor without even using his sacred gear? Pathetic. With a mocking laugh, Shulba spat his words. Diodora didn't collapse, he crumbled to dust and vanished. Was that, the power of light? Something akin to an angel or fallen angel's ability. My eyes caught a strange device on Shulba's arm. Could that be the source of the light? The Chaos Brigade is said to be a coalition of rogue elements from the three factions. Perhaps an angel or fallen angel collaborators supplied it. Now, sister of Surtsks, Cruisery said coldly, his eyes burning with hatred. I'm afraid you must die. You know why, don't you? The resentment toward the current demon lords was palpable. They despised being branded old and losing their claim to the throne. So, after Grulabalas and Astaroth, you're coming for me, Buku said. Shulba's eyes narrowed. Precisely. It's insufferable that we, the true bloodline, are called old by your ilk. Thus, we've resolved to eradicate the current demon lord's kin. Die, sister of Surtsks. What did you do to Issei and Asia? Buku demanded, her crimson aura erupting around her. Shilba sighed. That red filth and the fallen saint? I sent them to the far reaches of the dimensional gap. Even the Red Dragon Emperor can't survive the void there. They're gone dead. Cruisery continued, we came prepared for the Red Dragon Emperor, bringing this army, but it seems unnecessary. A pleasant miscalculation. Humph, what a fool. Had he not shielded that girl, he might have lived a bit longer. Just a vulgar reincarnated demon, after all. Grit. Rage surged within me, a burning desire to tear these demons apart for mocking my best friend. The others felt it too. Tears streamed down their faces, but their glares at Shilba and Cruisery were razor-sharp. Of course. They'd killed our precious comrades Asia-san and Issei-kun. I won't forgive you. I'll cut you down. Zenovia roared, tears streaming as she gripped Durandal and Ascalon, charging at Shilba. But Miu-san stopped her. Calm down, Zenovia-san. Rushing in now plays right into their hands. They killed Asia and Issei. Zenovia shouted, grabbing Miu-san. Can you just let that go? I understood Zenovia's fury. Losing a dear friend and someone she loved, it was unbearable. I felt the same. But how was Miu-san so calm? She adored Issei-kun, perhaps more than anyone. How could she stay composed? As I wrestled with the question, Miu-san placed her hand over Zenovia's and spoke. Do you really believe Unii-chan and Asia-san are dead? My thoughts froze. Do you all really think Issei would die so easily? She continued. He's not the kind of person to abandon us. And Asia-san's safe as long as he's with her. Releasing Zenovia's hand, Miu-san turned her gaze to Shilba and Cruisery, stepping forward. Issei will come back. Until then, I'll protect everyone. A tremendous aura radiated from her, surpassing that of a high-class demon. Was this Miu-san's true power? She'd seemed exhausted from her earlier magic, yet where was this strength coming from? You're right, Bucko said, a smile breaking through. Issei wouldn't die so easily. And with him, Asia's safe. Thank you, Miu. I'm calm now. She was right. Issei-kun couldn't be dead. I had no proof, but somehow, I believed it. The others' expressions shifted, their despair giving way to resolve. Miu-san smiled at the sight. Bucko stood beside her. Everyone, Issei and Asia will return to us. So we fight to survive. Yes, Bucko, we shouted. Wiping my tears, I raised my sword against the formidable enemies before us. Kiba sighed out. When I opened my eyes after being engulfed in light with Asia, I found myself in a bizarre place. The surroundings were a chaotic swirl of colors, like peering through a kaleidoscope. Where was this? This is the dimensional gap, a voice said. The dimensional gap? Right, I'd passed through it on the Gremory train before. And, hadn't I seen something long ago, before I became a demon? I couldn't remember. Right now, my concern was Asia, unconscious in my arms, and Bucko and the others back there. Put on your armor, Drake warned. Even for you, my partner, staying unarmored in the dimensional gap's void will lead to annihilation. Seriously? Tell me that sooner. And Asia, she's in danger too. Wrap Asia Argento in your aura. That should protect her for a while. Got it, Drake. Following Drake's instructions, I donned my armor and synchronized my energy with Asia's, enveloping her in a thick layer of my crimson aura. That should do for now. I had to hurry back, the others were in danger. There were so many enemies, mostly high-class demons, with 2 seeming like Demon Lord class and 5 top-tier demons. 5 top-tier demons, to be precise, Drake added. Against those odds, Bucko and the others surviving would be tough, especially with Miu exhausted. Drake, how do we get back? Usually, it requires a special spell or device. Or, an immense burst of power. Immense power, huh? With Asia here, I'd need to focus it precisely. The bigger problem was what came after. Over 100 enemies, including 2 Demon Lord class demons likely boosted by Ophiza's snakes. Too many to handle. Even with Tenbu Zenin, a one-on-one powerhouse, I'd be at a disadvantage against a crowd. Then it's time for that to shine. Straight into battle without a test run, huh? Yeah, that's my style, isn't it? But I'm not stopping there. Oh? That's reckless, you know. You could lose an arm. Maybe. But I'll worry about that later. Right now, there's something more important. Fair enough. I'll do what I can to ease your burden, partner. Thanks, Drake. I'm always relying on you. What are partners for? Lean on me. Haha, you're the best, Drake. Enough talk. Let's do this. Right. Show those old Satan faction fools who they've crossed. Got it. I thrust my hand forward, crimson particles gathering into a shape. My friends are in danger. You're coming with me this time, Ignis. Kiba sighed. Minutes into the battle with the old Satan faction, we fought while retreating, fending off relentless enemies. So far, we were all unscathed thanks to Miu-san. Her diverse magical attacks disrupted the demons, letting us strike. My holy demonic sword, Zenovia's holy swords, and Akeno-san's lightning lethal to demons kept them at bay. But Miu-san was visibly exhausted, breathing heavily. We were all wearing down. One wrong move, and someone could fall. Die, wretched Gremory, a demon roared, lunging at Bucko with a spear. Not on my watch. Akeno-san's lightning struck, obliterating the demon. Durandal. Zenovia unleashed a holy wave, cutting down multiple enemies. Their attacks were formidable, effective even against stronger foes due to their holy power. Then, Shulba and Cruisery appeared. Not bad, holding out against these numbers, Shulba said. A pity you were born to the current demon lords. You could have been a fine demon otherwise. You cowards know nothing but dirty tricks. Bucko retorted, unleashing a massive wave of destructive magic, joined by Akeno-san and Zenovia. But Cruisery deflected it all, closing in on Bucko and gathering magic in his hand. This was bad. We moved to intervene, but other demons blocked us. Bucko fought back, but Cruisery's attacks overwhelmed her, cornering her. This is the end, Rias Gremory, he declared, unleashing a colossal blast of magic. Gaia! Cruisery screamed, clutching a severed arm, his attack never reaching Bucko. What happened? Not just me, the old Satan demons froze, stunned. The answer came swiftly. A figure in crimson dragon armor descended before Bucko, its wings unfurling wide. The armor was unlike any I'd seen. But there was no mistaking it. Bucko, everyone, sorry I'm late. You okay? Issei-kun said, holding Asia in his left arm and an unfamiliar greatsword in his right. Kiba sighed out. Azazel sighed. It's been some time since the subjugation of the old Demon King faction of the Chaos Brigade began. My sector initially swarmed with demons, but we're nearly done clearing them out. This is Azazel. Irina, Rainare, what's your status? I contact the two still likely fighting elsewhere. This is Irina. I've mostly finished my side. Now assisting brave saint allies against stragglers. It's similar here. I'm with Lord Shemhezai, and it's wrapping up. How's it going for you, Governor? Almost done here too. I'll stick to the plan. Keep sweeping, but don't let your guard down. They're out to destroy us, and we don't know what they'll pull last. Got it. Understood. I cut the comms. Michael and the others report similar progress. If this continues, the old Demon King faction will be mostly dealt with. But something's off. No sign of the masterminds. The leaders, Shulba Beelzebub and Cruisery Asmodeus, descendants of the old Beelzebub and Asmodeus. I figured they'd show up targeting the current Demon Kings, Michael or me. Nothing from my subordinates about them either. The only possibility. Rias's group. The old Demon King faction has a pattern of targeting associates, not the Demon Kings directly. It's not far-fetched they'd go for Rias. But launching such a massive invasion just for Rias doesn't add up. Is there a deeper strategy, or did it fail? If they're really at Rias's, that's bad. Issei's there, sure, but so is that old man Odin. I want to believe they're fine. Either way, I need to wrap this up and send reinforcements. At that moment, the jewel housing Fafnir glowed faintly, reacting to something. I spotted a figure at the field's edge. I flew over and landed before it. A petite girl with long black hair, wearing a black dress, her slender limbs visible. Her refined face gazed toward the temples at the field's center. Didn't expect you to show up in person. She turned to me, smiling faintly. Azazel. It's been a while. Last time you were an old man. Now a beautiful girl? What's your game, Off-Eyes? Yes, this is the Chaos Brigade's leader, the infinite dragon god, Ouroboros dragon, Off-Eyes. Her appearance may change, but that eerie, indescribable aura is unmistakably hers. An old man before, now a black-haired girl. To her, form is just decoration, easily altered. The issue isn't her appearance. It's that she's here in person. Is this strategy that critical? Her gaze toward the temples suggests the plan's core lies there. That puts them in danger. Just observing. Playing spectator? If I take you down here, the world might know peace. I smirked, aiming a spear of light at her. She only smiled. Impossible. You can't defeat me, Azazel. Probably not. I alone can't beat her. Even if all the faction leaders here teamed up, we likely couldn't. She's that powerful. but defeating her would deal a crippling blow to the Chaos Brigade. As I pondered, a teleportation circle appeared beside me. Sarayorg, the red-haired demon king, emerged. Sarayorg, why are you here? He kept his eyes on Off-Eyes. I sensed her, or rather, her presence now. I've wanted to talk. You, who showed no interest in the world, why lead terrorists now? No joking about passing time, I added. Your actions have caused damage worldwide. My subordinates have died. It's beyond ignoring. What drove the world's strongest, once a passive observer, to act now? Her answer was unexpected. A silent world. What? I blinked, unsure I heard right. She looked at the purple sky. I want to return to the dimensional gap, my home, and find silence. That's all. Seriously? I'd laugh at homesickness, but the dimensional gap? That's where. I want to defeat Great Red and return to the dimensional gap. So, Great Red rules it now. Was she swayed by the old Demon King faction and other rogues for this? I see now, Volley. Your goal's clear. As I processed this, I noticed a change. It's hot. Sweat poured out. Sarayorg was sweating too. My subordinates and the old Demon King forces nearby seemed confused, noticing it too. Is the entire field's temperature rising? What's happening? Azazel sighed out. Crack. A sound like shattering glass echoed in the purple sky. A large rift appeared, revealing a kaleidoscopic view of the dimensional gap. Sorry for the delay, everyone. You okay? My sudden appearance stunned everyone. They froze, eyes on me. Issei, is that you? Rias asked, voice tinged with doubt. Yeah, it's me. You hurt, President? She looked relieved, collapsing to the ground. It's really you. Thank goodness. Asia's okay too. Yeah, she's unconscious but unharmed. President, take care of her. I gently laid Asia before Rias, then unleashed full killing intent at the surrounding old Demon King demons. The air trembled, the ground cracking. You bastards, you'll pay. The man whose arm I'd just severed reacted, clutching his bleeding wound, shouting. Why? How are you here? Shulba sent you to the dimensional gap. How'd you escape? So, Shulba's the one who sent Asia and me there. That guy watching from behind. If I'd been a second slower, Asia would've. I glared at the man, answering. Nothing special. Just slashed open the space and got out. That's it. What? He gaped in shock. Is that so surprising? It's only natural, Drake said. Slicing space isn't something most can do without special abilities. That sword's power is abnormal, even to me. I glanced at the sword in my right hand. Unlike Zenovia's Durandal or Ascalon, it lacked ornate decoration. Its hilt was covered in white fur, its massive single-edged blade striking. Ignis, the true flame greatsword. In that other world, a blade said to kill gods. Sirius entrusted it to me with Miu. Its power was too great for even Sirius to master. Same for me. Uncontrolled, it affects the surroundings. The field's temperature is rising just from wielding it. One misstep could harm allies, a dangerous weapon. It only listens to those it acknowledges. Even in my Red Dragon Emperor armor, my right hand burns. I need to end this fast, or my arm's done for. I'd heard Durandal was a tyrant ignoring Zenovia, but this is worse. Miu, I know you're tired, but gather everyone and put up a space sealing barrier. I can't hold back from here. Miu nodded quietly. But Kiba objected. That's reckless, Issei. Facing this many alone. Exactly. Akeno added. We won't let you do this alone. We'll fight too. Yeah, what I'm about to do is insane. Even if I survive, after effects might hit. But... Before I could explain, Miu stopped them. Please, follow Oni-chan's words. We'd only hold him back now. Please. Kiba and Akeno hesitated. Miu's right. They're not at full strength, some are injured, and we need to protect the unconscious Asia. Against over 100 enemies, survival's impossible in their state. Plus, I fear Ignis's effects on them. Miu must feel the same but made the tough call, her face pained. Fine. We'll do as Issei says, Rias said, her expression mirroring Miu's regret. She must hate not fighting. Please, endure it, President. Miu deployed a magic circle, forming a dome-shaped space-sealing barrier around everyone. It should protect them from Ignis's effects. Miu, keep them safe a bit longer. Okay. But you have to come back alive. Got it. I glanced around. What a ridiculous number they've gathered. Was this many needed just for the President? No, Drake said. They're likely wary of you, partner. Pathetic, relying on numbers. Agreed, Drake. You think you can take us alone? You underestimate us, Shulba sneered, the demon's killing intent surging. Yeah, I'm enough for you lot. Let's go, Drake. Roger. A massive aura erupted from my armor. 2 cannons unfolded from my wings, 2 from my waist, and 2 from my gauntlets, 6 in total. My new power, Balance Breaker second layer, Zweit phase, Artillery Specialization Eclipse Heavenly Strike. Unlike Tenbu's one-on-one combat focus, this form is for annihilation, excelling in multi-target artillery battles, though it can handle close combat decently. It overcomes my weakness in wide-range attacks. Its drawback? Intense mana and energy consumption. XL Booster. Boost. Vroom. My amplified aura and mana merged, resonating. Aiming all 6 cannons, I fired simultaneously. Vanish. Dragon Full Blaster. Heimat Full Blast. Boom. The 6 cannons' blasts obliterated over half the enemies instantly. The surviving demons gaped in shock. But I wasn't done. I spread my dragon wings, charging in. First time fighting in this form, Drake said. I'll handle fine control. Go wild, partner. Thanks, Drake. I targeted and fired, each shot a storm of destruction, wiping out enemies. What? Shulba gasped. No surprise, most of his demons were gone. Damn you, filthy dragon, the armless man yelled, hurling a massive mana orb. It could hurt if it hit. So what? You think that'll stop me? I met it head on. Boost. Transfer. I channeled the amplified power into Ignis. Its blade turned red hot. Gathering aura, I swung fiercely. The searing slash collided with his mana mid-air, sparking a blinding light. Disappear, Red Dragon Emperor, he roared, his mana surging. A Demon King class attack wasn't easily repelled. I won't lose. I'll live and protect everyone. You won't take me down. Thump. Ignis pulsed suddenly. For a moment, I didn't understand, but my slash's power surged. Lending me strength, Ignis? I don't get it, but thanks. Stick with me a bit longer. The empowered slash devoured his mana, charging straight at him. He raised a mana barrier, but... This power. I'm the true heir of Asmodeus. I can't fall here. Damn it. His barrier burned away, crumbling. The slash hit, turning him to ash in a fiery explosion. Cruiseries down. Shulba cried. Impossible. Ophiza's snake boosted him to former Demon King level. His words ignited my rage. As I thought. You old Demon King scum rely on others' power, never fighting fair, targeting the weak with dirty tricks. Don't you dare call yourselves Demon Kings. Sirius, Sarayorg, Ajoka, Sirafal, the Demon Kings I've met would never stoop so low. I won't let scum like you claim that title. Shut up, Red Dragon Emperor. Enraged, Shulba unleashed waves of mana, his surviving minions charging with spears and swords. I blasted distant attackers with cannons and cut down those close with Ignis. Screams echoed as they fell, one by one. Finally, only Shulba remained. This is the end. Still wanna go? Don't mock me. I'm the true heir of Beelzebub. I won't lose to you. All pride, no substance. A burning sound came from my right arm, pain surging. Hurry, Drake warned. This form's about to collapse. The sword's drain is too much. Got it. That's bad. My arm's in serious trouble. Shulba noticed, smirking wickedly. Ha ha ha. You're at your limit. Using that power, it's natural. This is your grave, Red Dragon Emperor. A massive mana wave surged, bigger than the last. My arm screamed, unable to wield Ignis properly. Damn it. I'll pour everything into this. Drake, let's finish it. Got it. All 6 cannons aimed at one point, my last shot. Boost. Aura gathered in the cannons. This is it. Dragon Full Blaster. Heimat Full Blast. The 6 cannons' auras merged into one, erasing Shulba's mana wave and charging straight at him. What? Panic crossed his face. Too big to dodge, too late to teleport. Vanish. Impossible. Me, the true Demon King? I haven't even faced volley. Damn you, red and white dragons. A crimson flash engulfed Shulba and the temple behind him, vanishing into the light. Commentary on Issei's new form, Eclipse Heavenly Strike. The Eclipse Heavenly Strike, Tenbu Eclipse, is a balance breaker second layer, Zweit phase, specialized for artillery-based annihilation. Unlike the combat-focused Tenbu, it's designed for multi-target battles, compensating for Issei's weakness in wide-range attacks. Its form resembles Freedom Gundam more than Extreme Gundam, emphasizing firepower over melee, though it can handle close combat to an extent. Features: 6 cannons, 2 on wings, 2 on the waist, 2 on gauntlets, enabling devastating, simultaneous attacks. Dragon Full Blaster, a high-output barrage that wipes out multiple enemies, as seen when it decimated over half the demon forces. Weakness: extreme mana and energy consumption, risking collapse of the form or even the standard balance breaker, especially when paired with Ignis's Drain. This form's reliance on overwhelming firepower makes it ideal for large-scale battles but demands precise control to avoid collateral damage, as evidenced by the rising field temperature and the need for Miu's barrier to protect allies. Kiba's heart sank as he watched Issei collapse, the red glow of his attack fading along with Shilba, the self-proclaimed true Demon King. From within Miu's protective barrier, they witnessed Issei single-handedly defeat an army, including 2 Demon King-class foes. His new power armor designed for battling hordes, with 6 cannons unleashing devastating blasts could erase even top-tier demons. Kiba, stronger now through training and balance breaker, felt the vast gap between them. Could he ever stand as Issei's equal? As Issei's armor dissolved and his sword turned to red particles, he crumpled, falling from the sky. Kiba, ignoring the pain of his own wounds, rushed from the barrier to catch him, barely succeeding. "Got you," he gasped, relieved. Rias ran over. "Hyoudou, is Issei?" Kiba glanced at Issei's face, drenched in sweat, unconscious but alive. He opened his mouth to report, but froze. Issei's right arm was scorched, skin blackened, a horrific injury far beyond a mere burn. The sword's intense heat was the likely cause. Had Issei fought through this agony to protect them? "We need to treat him now," Rias shouted, calling for Asia. Asia, just regaining consciousness, paled at Issei's arm. "Issei-san." She began healing, her faint green light enveloping the wound, but the recovery was slow, too slow for her sacred gear's usual speed. Miu joined, casting a healing spell, but the injury's severity resisted their efforts. A sudden cry pierced the air. "Die, monster!" A surviving demon charged with a spear, aiming for Issei. Kiba moved to intercept, too slow, ready to shield him with his life. But a white light obliterated the demon. A figure in radiant white armor appeared, Vala Lucifer, the White Dragon Emperor. "Sorry, but I can't let him die. I'm the one who'll defeat him," Vala declared, having saved them as he did during the Kuoh Academy summit. Issei woke, free from balance breaker, swarmed by tearful comrades. His memory returned. He'd defeated Shilba, then collapsed. Seeing Vala, he asked, "Why are you here?" Kiba explained, "A surviving old demon faction demon attacked while you were out. Vala saved us." "Seriously?" Issei muttered, chastising himself for missing an enemy. "Drake, I'm still lacking. Don't blame yourself. You gave everything, partner. Demanding more is just pride." "Thanks, Vala," Issei said. "No need. I just didn't want anyone else stealing my fight," Vala smirked, clearly eager for a rematch. "Why are you here, though? Not terrorism, right?" Issei asked. "I came to see something." Vala pointed skyward. A massive hole tore open, revealing a colossal crimson dragon, Great Red, the Apocalypse Dragon. "There are 2 red dragons, your Welsh dragon, my vanishing dragon, and this, the true dragon, Great Red, who dwells in the dimensional gap. I came to confirm its presence." "Why's it there?" Issei asked. "The gap was empty when Shilba sent me there." "You escaped the dimensional gap? Impressive," Vala said. "I don't know why it flies there. That's Offai's goal and mine. I want to defeat Great Red and become the true White Dragon God Emperor." Issei marveled at Vala's ambition. "Before that, I'll beat you, Red Dragon Emperor," Vala challenged. "Bring it on," Issei grinned. "Anytime, head on." Vala nodded, satisfied. Then, a new presence emerged, a black-haired girl in a black dress. "Offais, the Infinite Dragon God, leader of the Cows Brigade," Vala introduced. The cute girl was the terrorist leader? Offais aimed a finger gun at Great Red. "I'll claim silence someday." Then, Azazel, Tiamat, and Tanin appeared, battle-worn but finished. "Issei, you're safe," Azazel said. "You took down the old demon faction," Tanin noted. "And ran into Great Red," Azazel added, eyeing Offais. "Your faction's done. Only Vala's team and the hero faction remain." Offais shrugged, unfazed. "One outcome." When Azazel aimed a light spear, she ignored him, turning to Issei. Red Dragon Emperor, join me to defeat Great Red. Everyone froze. Issei stammered. Join me, Off-Eyes repeated. Nope, no way. I'm not becoming a terrorist, Issei refused. Pity, Off-Eyes said, her eyes briefly sad, before vanishing. Vala left too. I've got comrades waiting. Exhausted, Issei noticed his arm's pain had dulled, thanks to Asia and Miu. Thanks, Asia. I'm sorry, Issei-san, Asia sobbed. You got hurt protecting me. Issei hugged her with his good arm. I'm fine, alive, talking to you. No worries. Asia cried harder, but her face softened. Rias and Akeno teased playfully, while Miu tackled Issei, sobbing, you're safe. Ow. Yeah, thanks for protecting everyone, Miu, Issei said, bracing for his dad's scolding later. Let's go home, he said. Yes, his friends cheered. 2 days later, at the sports festival, Issei and Asia prepared for the three-legged race. His bandaged right arm, still numb from Ignis's toll, didn't hurt much, thanks to their healing. We're set, he told Asia. Let's win and show everyone our hard work. Yes. Asia beamed. At the starting line, they tied their ankles, syncing perfectly. 1, 2. 1, 2, they chanted, racing forward to cheers from Rias, Akeno, and others, including Issei's parents. Miu waited at the finish, shouting, last sprint, go. Issei glanced at Asia. We're family. If anyone makes you cry again, I'll protect you. Stay by my side forever. Asia, fighting tears, focused and ran. They crossed the finish line first, grabbing the flag. We did it. Issei roared, fist raised. Asia laughed, we did, Issei-san. Exhausted from Eclipse's lingering toll, Issei stumbled, but Asia caught him. I'm just tired, he assured her. Miu checked on them, then rushed to her next event, leaving Asia to support Issei. Under a tree near the gym, they rested in quiet solitude. Let's cheer next, Issei suggested. Issei-san, Asia said, then kissed him. Issei froze, brain short-circuiting. Asia, what was that? I love you, Issei-san. I'll stay by your side forever, she said, her smile radiant. Issei lay back, gazing at the sky. Yeah, together forever, Asia. He'd never been happier. Rias sighed. Morning. The morning sunlight streaming through the window woke me. Sitting up in bed, I saw the usual scene, all the occult research club members, packed together, sleeping in the same bed. It was 2 days after Kuoh Academy's sports festival, following the ordeal with the old Demon King faction. Asia returned safely, and Issei, who fought fiercely against the old Demon King's descendants, came back alive. I was truly relieved. But my gaze drifted to Issei's right arm. A vivid burn scar. He didn't talk much about it, but it's believed to be from the great sword he used. I felt pathetic. As Issei's master, I'm supposed to protect him, yet I'm always the one protected during Razor's incident, Cockabils, and now this. I keep burdening him. I'm a failure as a king. Still, Issei would never blame me. He's too kind. But I can't lean on that kindness forever. I need to get stronger, much stronger. I gently stroked his sleeping cheek. Issei. I'll become strong. A king worthy of you. That's when it happened. The room brightened faintly. What? The glow came from Issei. With a faint groan, his body began to change from a sturdy young man to a small child's form. What? I froze, my mind unable to process as Issei shrank before my eyes, stopping at a size smaller than Konako. He looked just like the childhood photos his mother once showed me. What's happening? My thoughts stalled, overwhelmed by the impossible sight. Issei, now a child, slowly sat up, rubbing sleepy eyes. He glanced around, meeting my gaze. Issei. I stammered, unsure how to address him. He blinked at me and said, Oni-chan, who are you? Rias sighed out Kiba sighed. Early that morning, the Occult Research Club and Azazel-sensei gathered at Issei's house. His parents were away on a hot spring trip, won by lottery. Everyone's faces were serious. Rias had called an emergency meeting, and the cause was the childlike Issei, sitting bewildered on her lap. Why did this happen? Yesterday, he was fine, running with Asia at the sports festival. I spoke to him, and aside from exhaustion, he seemed normal. What caused this? Azazel-sensei turned to Konako. Konako, how's his condition? I checked, she said. His energy flow is stable, but... Azazel prompted. His energy volume is significantly lower. Lower energy? What does that mean? Konako explained, Issei-senpai taught me that living beings need a certain amount of energy to maintain their bodies. So, as Azazel said, stroking his chin, Issei overused his energy in that fight, and the effects are showing now. Overusing energy to that extent? Was he that reckless? Konako nodded. Normally, beings can't manipulate energy unless trained in senjutsu, like me, or special combat skills, like Issei-senpai. The body unconsciously absorbs and circulates enough energy, so physical changes don't occur. But Issei's lack of sufficient energy caused his current state. Azazel sighed. I want to scold him for pushing himself, but this is my fault. I anticipated old Beelzebub and Asmodeus might target Rias but didn't send enough forces. Drake, how's Issei's mental state? A jewel appeared on Issei's left hand. It's relatively calm, but his shrunken body has regressed his mind to a childlike state, with memory loss. Memory loss too? Don't blame yourselves, Drake said. This happened because it was his first time in that form, facing Demon King class foes, and using that sword. Multiple factors converged. He wouldn't want you to feel guilty. Drake's words didn't ease the guilt. Azazel sighed again. We need to restore him, but I've never seen this before. Rias, I'll check with my contacts. Try something on your end. With that, he vanished through a teleportation circle. After Azazel left, we racked our brains. Issei didn't remember our names, so we reintroduced ourselves, but what could we do? Our gazes fell on the now adorable Issei, tilting his head innocently. The girls were struck hard. So cute, they chorused. Even I found him adorable, a stark contrast to his usual boldness. This young Issei is, quite nice, Zenovia said. Totally, Renare agreed. He's usually cool, minus the pervy side. This is a shock. Renare, you're drooling. I turned to Rias. What do we do? Let's think of solutions, she said. Any ideas? Akeno raised her hand. What about restoring his memories? All eyes turned to her. Brilliant. Nice, Akeno. Rias beamed. If his memories return, he might know a way out. Issei's knack for energy manipulation could hold the key. How do we do that? I asked. Akeno smirked. Easy. Issei loves one thing, boobs. The plan to restore Issei's memories began with Akeno's bold suggestion. Rias sighed. Akeno's idea sparked the memory restoration plan. Sure, Issei loves women's chests, but would that really work? Kiba and Gasper were sent to the underworld to research other methods, but if Azazel hadn't seen this before, their chances seemed slim. Akeno, I get it, but what's the plan? I asked. We strip and let Issei touch us, she said. Everyone froze, wide-eyed. Are you serious? I exclaimed. Absolutely, Akeno replied. Stimulating him with what he loves might trigger something. Stimulation, maybe the wrong kind, but it made some sense. Worth a try. Alright, let's strip, I said. Really? Irina gasped, angelic sensibilities shocked. No pressure, I added. It's not guaranteed. Ugh, for Issei. Irina mumbled. Zenovia stepped forward. No issue. If nudity restores him, it's a small price. She shed her clothes boldly. Typical Zenovia. I'll do it too. Asia said. Me too. Miu followed. Their devotion to Issei was intense. I couldn't fall behind. Minutes later, everyone but Issei was in underwear. Even Irina joined to help. Normally, Issei would be nosebleeding with joy, but now he just stared, puzzled, like, what's going on? At 4 or 5 years old, his lack of reaction was understandable. Oh my, this is tricky, Akeno said. Issei-kun. She moved to let him touch her, but... What, Akeno Oni-chan, he said. Akeno froze, blushing and grinning. Akeno, Oni-chan, what a lovely sound. Akeno, you okay? I asked. Rias, have him call you that, she urged. You'll understand. I looked at Issei, who met my gaze with a curious tilt. Issei. What's up, Rias Oni-chan? A jolt ran through me. This feeling, my heart swelled. I grabbed Akeno's hand. I get it now. Right, she exclaimed. This overwhelming warmth. I hadn't noticed earlier in the shock, but... What's with you two? Asia asked, confused. Talk to him, Asia, I said, grinning. Issei-san, she ventured. Asia Oni-chan, he replied. How? Asia melted. She got it, the freshness, the joy, the thrill of being called Oni-chan by a tiny Issei. His cuteness was devastating. We were done for. That bold Issei, now this adorable? Irresistible. One by one, the others called his name, got Oni-chan in return, and melted, forgetting our original goal. Hours later, a cute growl came from Issei's stomach. Hungry. He said, clutching his belly. The clock read just before 1 p.m. We'd been so caught up, we forgot lunch. Let's pause for lunch, I suggested. Sounds good, Miu said. Oni-chan's at his limit. What's on the menu? Something quick, spaghetti. I proposed. So, we made meat spaghetti. After changing back into clothes, we cooked. Issei's face lit up when it was ready, every gesture painfully cute. Everyone mirrored my expression. Then, Issei frowned, struggling. What's wrong? I asked. Can't eat right. We realized his scarred right arm, still unhealed in his child form, made eating difficult. He'd tried alone, dropping spaghetti on his clothes. Sorry. He mumbled, looking crestfallen. I gently patted his head. It's okay, Issei. I should have considered your arm. Let's clean you up, and I'll feed you. Rely on us, okay? He always saves us. This is the least we can do. I want him to lean on us more, I truly mean it. Thanks, Ria-Soni-chan. Post-lunch, we tried various methods. Akeno's plan letting him touch our chests, showing his favorite risque books and videos yielded no results. Konako's senjutsu to improve energy flow changed nothing. Time just slipped by. Now, bath time. Stay still, I'm washing you, Miu said. Okay. Issei chirped. A debate over who'd wash him led to rock-paper-scissors, Miu won. She pumped body soap, lathered her hands, and gently washed him, mindful of his delicate child's body. Issei squirmed, ticklish, but Miu teased, hold still, and kept scrubbing. Fufu, so heartwarming, Akeno said. Like real siblings, I agreed. Though they're always close. They are, Asia added. Konako Oni-chan. Konako Oni-chan, Issei mumbled. Konako beamed, thrilled by the title since noon. All clean. Miu announced, turning off the shower. Issei grinned. Thanks, Miu Oni-chan. Miu froze. Beyond his cuteness, being the little sister usually, this was new. Too cute, she cried, hugging him tightly. I understood. I wouldn't resist either. Eek. Miu yelped. I looked over. Issei was suckling her chest. Issei. I called, but he was too engrossed. Hey, Issei-kun. Renare grabbed his shoulder. You're troubling Oni-chan. Issei spun, lunging at Renare. Eek. You okay? Zenovia asked. I'm fine, but Issei-kun. Renare gasped, now his target. No, stop. She moaned, lost in ecstasy. He'd never been this intense, even with his love for chests. Why now? What's happening? Zenovia asked. I don't know, I said. We should help Renare. Her blissful expression suggested otherwise, but... Wait, Bucko. Konako interrupted. What? Issei-senpai's energy is increasing. Everyone gasped. Increasing energy? He's trying to return to normal. I asked. Likely absorbing energy from chests, Konako said. So, letting him do this restores him. Akeno clarified. Absurd, but plausible, given his rising energy. Was it instinct? There was only one thing to do. Everyone, offer your chests to Issei. I couldn't believe my own order, but if there was a chance. Got it. Zenovia said. Renare, my turn. Zenovia-san. Renare mumbled. Issei. My chest, whoa. He pounced, knocking Zenovia down. She avoided hitting her head, thankfully. Ow. Issei, slow down. Oh. Zenovia sighed sweetly. Ria-sonissima, Asia said. Is this okay? My chest is smaller than everyone's. Mine too. Konako added, clutching hers. They weren't as in doubt, but it should be fine, right? One by one, we all offered our chests. Issei sighed. Ugh. Where am I? I was exhausted yesterday and crashed, but this isn't my room. Steam filled my vision. The bath? When did I get here? Something soft pressed against my head, squishy, comfy. Moving, I felt something firm. Whoa. I bolted upright. Behind me, Miu was under me naked. Wait, it's the bath. Naked's normal, no, that's not it. Looking around, Rias, Akeno, Asia, and the club members were sprawled on the floor, expressions blissful. What happened? I shook Miu. Hey, Miu? You okay? Her body jolted. Hi. Miu. I asked again. Her eyes fluttered open. Ai-chan, you're back, thank goodness. Back? What's she talking about? I was lost. And, hard to know where to look with everyone naked. Thanks for the view, brain saved. No, focus. Wake them up. I carried each upstairs. In the Hyoudou family meeting room, the club and Azazel-sensei gathered. I was prostrating before the girls. They explained everything, and I was floored. I'd turned into a kid, sucked their chests, and reverted? And I did it to everyone? No memory of it. I didn't know how to apologize. Azazel sighed. Restoring you by that? I ran around all day for nothing. Kiba and I scoured the underworld library, Gasper added. You too, guys? Sorry, I said. This is new to me too. I'd shrunk slightly before from overusing Renkin Kakikao, but never to a toddler with memory loss. It's fine, Azazel said. You're back. My fault too. The guys were relieved, but the girls except Zenobia blushed and avoided my gaze. How much did I mess up? Rias spoke. I'm glad you're back, Issei. I told them to offer their chests, but, not that intensely. That intensely? How far did I go? You suggested it. I blurted. It was unexpected, Akeno said. I got sucked a lot. Asia mumbled. Me too. Konako added. 3 times for me, Miu said. No big deal, Zenobia shrugged. Like childcare practice. Not everyone's as bold as you, Renare said. I nearly fell. Haha, I was, swept away. Irina laughed. Whoa, what did I do? How much did I crave their chests? This is bad. Can apologies fix this? Do I die to atone? I stammered. Azazel patted my shoulder. You know what to do. Take responsibility. Responsibility. I gulped. Yeah, he said. Do that, and they might forgive you. I looked at the girls. Still blushing, but they met my eyes. If I'm enough. I ventured. Their faces brightened. Guess I'm okay? Phew, I'm beat, Azazel said. I'm out. Gasper and I too, Kiba said. See ya. Good night, Gasper added. They left, leaving me with the girls. Awkward silence. I started, but a magic circle appeared. There was Azazel again. Issei, forgot to mention, he said. Tomorrow at 5 p.m., your Takyozatsu show Oppai Dragon premieres. Watch it. The room froze. I'd been told to keep it secret, so they didn't know. The girls' shocked voices echoed through the house. Afterward, they grilled me about the show, temporarily forgetting my chest-sucking fiasco. Where am I? Flames roared around me, people fleeing, screaming, collapsing. This town. I've seen it before. A black beam shot from the sky, incinerating more of the town, blasting away those I'd just seen. In what seemed like the town square, a woman wept alone. Blonde, her hair stained red with blood. In her arms, a motionless girl. Why, this? She sobbed, dropping her spear. Above, something with black wings hovered, silently staring down. This world will soon end. It said, its voice drowned by the chaos. The woman's tears intensified. Help, please, Issei. I jolted awake, sitting up and scanning my surroundings. My room. I was in bed with everyone, as usual. They slept soundly, Miu and Bucko beside me, Konako-chan and Akeno-san at my feet, Asia, Zenobia, Irina, and Renare nearby. Nothing unusual. What was that dream? Too vivid to feel like a dream. That crying woman. I had no proof, but somehow, I felt I knew her. Why such a dream? Could it be? No way. I shook my head, banishing the dark thought. Glancing at the clock, it was 5 a.m. training time. I slipped out of bed, changed into my tracksuit, and headed out for morning practice. Ha ha ha. Your end is here, Breast Dragon Emperor, a flamboyantly dressed villain cackled, like something from a Sentai show. No way this Breast Dragon Emperor will lose to your Dark Legion. Here I go, balance break. A hero, my spitting image, glowed red and transformed into my Red Dragon Emperor armor. In the Hyoudou family's basement theater, the Gremory clan, Miu, Irina, Renare, Azazel-sensei, and my parents gathered to watch Breast Dragon Emperor Oppai Dragon, a kids' hero show starring me, or rather, an actor with my face CG'd on. It's a huge hit already, Konako-chan said, tail swishing. Popular with kids and some adults. So cute, Konako-chan. I watched the first episode, shocked by its solid story. A 70% viewership rating blew my mind. The plot, Issei Gremory, a young demon bound to a legendary dragon, fights an evil organization. A lover of breasts, he battles for peace and boobs, becoming the legendary Oppai dragon. Honestly? Super embarrassing. My parents were watching intently, even recording it. Dad munched snacks. Man, I loved this stuff as a kid. Played hero with friends, fought over who got to be the hero. Never thought my son would star in a tokusatsu. Life's wild. I feel you, Dad. Mom poured tea. But Oppai Dragon as a title? It's great, it's popular with kids, but complicated. Totally agree. How did that title get approved? Kiba examined a toy boosted gear. The armor looks so real. This gauntlet toy too amazing detail. Yet, merchandise was already selling. The toy gauntlet Kiba held played sounds and lit up. There's even an Oppai Dragon song by Azazel, Surtsks, and Sirafal, selling like crazy. Demons are weird. I'd heard the underworld lacked entertainment, but still. On screen, the hero fell into a trap, but a heroine appeared. Oppai Dragon. I'm here. It was Buku in a dress, her face CG'd onto an actress. Oh. Switch Princess. Now we'll win. The hero touched her chest, and his armor glowed red. Switch Princess? Seriously? Uooo. Full power. Here comes Tenbuzenin. They even included Tenbuzenin? Are they airing all my moves? It's fine, I guess. Azazel explained enthusiastically, Switch Princess saves Oppai Dragon in a pinch. By touching her breasts, he powers up. Tenbuzenin doesn't need that, but TV logic, I suppose. Whack. Buku smacked Azazel with a paper fan. Azazel, explain. Switch Princess. Well, I heard Issei reached balance break by touching breasts, he said. And you're famous and popular in the underworld. Perfect lead actress. That's why she's Switch Princess? Poor Buku. Apologize. I urged. She looked ready to cry. Azazel turned to me. Hey, Issei, about your new form. Tenbu Eclipse. I asked. Yeah. We'll add it to the story. Tell me about it later. Sure, but don't reveal its weaknesses. It's my trump card. Got it. Azazel grinned. It'll help with new merch. Oh, and the Gremory clan will get roles too. Keep that in mind. News to me. Kiba and the others in the show? Wonder what roles. I can't walk in the underworld anymore, Buku sighed. Same, Buku. Kids will point and yell, it's Oppai Dragon. Whatever. We're the Breast Dragon Emperor, Oppai Dragon, Drake grumbled, sulking since the show started. I get it, feared as the Red Dragon Emperor, now this? Sorry, Drake, I thought. I wanna power up with Buku's breasts too. Uooo. I hate this world. Drake wailed. Sorry, man, hang in there. It's kinda cool having a childhood friend this famous. Irina chirped, loving the show. We used to play hero together, remember? She struck a pose from my favorite childhood hero show. Yeah, I remember, I said. You were such a tomboy back then. Now you're a beautiful girl. People change. I'd thought she was a boy until our reunion. Her holy sword was less shocking than her transformation. Irina blushed. Geez, Issei. Flirting like that? You'll make me fall. Her wings flickered black and white. Her fall to a fallen angel? Azazel laughed. Relax. Michael's top subordinate? If you fall, we'll roll out the VIP treatment. No. The fallen angel boss is tempting me. Irina prayed tearfully. Dad watched, smiling. So lively. Makes demons, angels, and fallen angels feel, not so different. Exactly. We were enemies recently, but now we're chilling together. Different races, but we connect. Dad leaned in, whispering, you haven't told them about that. He meant me and Miu defeating a demon king in another world, Miu being his daughter, and me bringing her here for safety. Only my parents know. It's not about distrusting the others, I trust them completely. They wouldn't hurt Miu. But leaks are unpredictable. If there's any risk to her, I'd rather keep quiet. They probably have questions but don't ask out of kindness. It pains me to hide this, but I'll rely on their understanding a bit longer. Dad sighed, reading my face. Guess it's best kept secret, hearing you and Drake. We'll keep it that way. But secrets come out eventually, Issei. Be ready for trouble. He's right. It'll come out someday. When it does. I know. Good. We're not like you, with powers or otherworldly experience. But we're your parents. We'll do anything. Rely on us. His words reminded me of coming home after the old Demon King fight. Seeing my arm, they demanded answers. I told them everything. Mom cried, begging me not to be reckless. Losing an arm nearly justified her reaction. But Dad said, "You won't stop, will you? Then charge down your path. I'll support you. Rely on us too." He felt the same as Mom but supported my resolve. I don't want to worry them, but I'm committed to fighting for my friends. I won't abandon them or stop. Dad understood. Thanks, Dad. What's that for? I'm your dad. It's natural. But don't overdo it. Everyone here cares about you. Don't forget. I know, Dad. The Oppai Dragon Watch party continued. At Kuoh Academy during lunch, I ate with Matsuda, Motohama, Miu, and Asia. Here's tamagoyaki, Miu said. I opened my mouth. Issei-san, tea, Asia offered. Thanks, Asia. I sipped with my left hand. Two beauties feeding me lunch? Best break ever. Of course, Matsuda and Motohama glared, tears of envy streaming. Why? Why only you, Issei? Matsuda wailed. Getting from beauties? Why only you? Motohama cried. Can't help it, I said. Can't use my right arm. The price of using Ignis, my right arm nearly carbonized. Asia and Miu's healing saved it, but days later, it's still barely functional. I drop food if I try eating with it. Miu takes my notes in class, and training with Tia has shifted to basics, no sparring. Underworld hospitals and Grigori facilities found key nerves and muscles burned away. Asia's sacred gear couldn't fully heal it. I'm undergoing regeneration therapy, which might restore movement, but restoring lost tissue is tough even for underworld tech. It'll take time. Sigh, losing your dominant arm is rough. Even changing clothes is a struggle. But moments make it worthwhile. Man, such a bad injury, Matsuda said. Gotta watch out for kettles. Yeah, Motohama added. One mistake can be disastrous. I'm jealous of the girls, but losing an arm. Oh, I told the school I spilled boiling kettle water on my arm. Not quite the truth. Exactly, I said. Be careful with burns. They nodded solemnly. Motohama perked up. Oh, we gotta decide our school trip groups. Right, the trip. Been so busy, I forgot. Second years are going to Kyoto. Mixed groups, 5 to 10 people, right? I asked. Matsuda nodded. Yup. Us three are set. Nobody likes us. Ouch, Baldy. My rep's better, but some girls see me as a perv. With more girls than guys, they're harsh. Excluding Miu, I'm close with Asia, Zenovia, Irina, Renare, and Kiryu. Maybe a few others 4 or 5. Add the Sana clan, and it's more. Perv trio, Kiryu said. Join our group? All beauties. What's with that sly grin? Minus you, sure, I teased. Shut up. So, you in? Fine. Familiar faces are better. Kiryu smirked, adjusting her glasses. Done. I'll submit the group to Sakata-sensei. 9 of us. Cool, thanks. The trip group was set, me, Matsuda, Motohama, Miu, Asia, Zenovia, Irina, Renare, and Kiryu. We'd plan sightseeing later. Kyoto has Tenryuji, right? With Drake, the Red Dragon Emperor, and me, visiting could be cool. Gotta shop for trip essentials. Unii-chan, what's next? Miu asked. Carriage, please. Got it. AHH. AHH. Miu's carriage was delicious. In an abandoned factory, the Gremory clan, Irina and Renare gathered. Dusk fell, the sky darkening. Hostile presences lurked in the dim factory, radiating killing intent. Gremory clan, huh? You sniffed us out fast. A man in a black coat emerged from the shadows, surrounded by dozens of humanoid black monstrosities, nearly 100 in the cramped space. Rias stepped forward. Chaos Brigade's hero faction, I presume? Greetings, I'm Rias Gremory, a high-class demon entrusted with this area by the 3 factions. The man smirked thinly. Oh, we know. The Demon King's sister. Our goal is to purge you demons and save this town. Pure hostility. These were hero faction members of the Chaos Brigade, recently attacking us and key 3 factions' strongholds, according to Azazel-sensei and Rias. Composed of heroes' descendants and sacred gear users, they were mostly human. Our setup, Gremory, Irina and Renare on offense, Sana and Miu defending the town. 2 more figures appeared beside the man, one in sunglasses, another in Chinese attire. A third, farther off, aimed at us. The black creatures were likely spawned by a sacred gear, used as soldiers. Stronger than low-class demons, but we were mid to high class, so no problem. If you got serious, partner, you'd outclass demon kings. These guys? You could solo them in seconds, Drake said. I said the same, but everyone's worried about my arm. They told me to avoid overexertion, so I'm on support for now. Our formation, Kiba, Zenovia and Konako in the vanguard. In tight spaces, Zenovia uses Ascalon instead of Durandal's overwhelming power. Funny, I got Ascalon, but she's the one using it. Oh well. Midguard, me, Irina, Gasper. We handle enemies the vanguard misses. Gasper supports with his evil eye. Rearguard, Rias, Akeno, Asia, Renare. Rias commands and supports with attacks, Akeno aids with magic, Asia heals, and Renare guards Asia while providing ranged support with Azazel's custom dual pistols. That's our occult research club formation. Normally, I'd be vanguard, but not today. The enemy assessed us, and the black-coated man conjured white flames. Another sacred gear user. Kiba muttered. We've been fighting too many of them lately, Rias sighed. As the man prepared to attack. Whoosh. Ka, what? He collapsed, blood spraying. TCH, quick takedown, Kiba said, flicking blood off his holy demonic sword. Kiba struck at the start, faster than ever. He'd pooled magic in his legs, releasing it for a speed burst, mimicking how Konako and I enhance power with energy. Nice one, Kiba. The enemy faltered, then regrouped, sending their black soldiers forward. Target the Red Dragon Emperor, a member shouted. His arm's useless. If he recovers, he's a threat. The soldiers charged me, overwhelming the vanguard. So, I'm the target? They know I'm not at full strength. Smart move. You at full power would be a nightmare. But they're underestimating you, Drake said. Exactly. Even with one arm, I won't lose to these guys. Hrad. I launched a spinning kick at a soldier's face. Boom. It flew back, crashing through the factory wall, leaving a huge hole. Oops, overdid it. Issei, tone it down. Rias half glared. Sorry, Bucko. Weren't you on support? Drake asked. They came at me. What was I supposed to do? More charged. Issei-kun, don't push yourself. Irina yelled. We're here too. Gasper added. Gasper froze them with his evil eye, and Irina took them out with light spears. Their teamwork's gotten tight. Gasper's mastered his sacred gear. Good job. Irina threw a light spear at the sunglasses guy, but... Swoom. It vanished, swallowed by shadows stretching across the factory. A shadow manipulating sacred gear? Kiba slashed at the man, but shadows engulfed his sword. Then... Whoosh. The sword shot out from Kiba's own shadow. He dodged with a quick leap. A sacred gear that transfers attacks through shadows, troublesome, Kiba muttered. Irina's spear reappeared from a building's shadow, aiming for Asia. Leave it to me. Renare shielded Asia, firing a light bullet from her pistol, shattering the spear. I won't let you touch Asia. That gun's insane, destroying Irina's spear like nothing. Renare said it compresses her light power, perfect for mid to long-range combat. Azazel's craftsmanship shines. Asia's our vital healer, and Renare's protection lets us focus on the fight. A blue glow caught my eye. The Chinese-attired man aimed a light bow and arrow at us. Light is poison to demons, only Irina and Renare could shrug it off. I was about to act when a holy slash struck the man. Gah! He slammed into a wall, knocked out. Phew, managed to hold back, Zenovia said, wielding Ascalon. She'd toned down the power to avoid wrecking the factory, but it was plenty to down him. Now for the sniper outside. Renare, aim there. I pointed. Someone's targeting us. Got it. You're not escaping. Renare fired a light bullet. Gah! A distant cry confirmed a hit. No movement in their energy must have been a good shot. That left the sunglasses guy and his soldiers. His shadow ability was a pain. What to do? Rias issued orders. Vanguard, target the shadow user. Kiba, go for him. Konako, Zenovia, clear the soldiers to open a path. Mid and rearguard, full support. End this now. Understood, we replied, moving as one. Zenovia and Konako charged, cutting through soldiers. Zenovia swept with Ascalon, Konako struck with energy-clad fists. The mid and rearguard me, Irina, Rias, Akeno, Renare blasted enemies from behind. With this team, most foes don't stand a chance. Kiba closed in on the shadow user, slashing. Thoom. The sword was sucked into shadows, set to reappear elsewhere. It shot from my shadow as I kicked a soldier. Issei. Dodge and fire an energy blast into the shadow. Rias shouted. Got it. I sidestepped the sword and shot an energy blast into the shadow. Boom. Thoom. The blast was absorbed, as expected. Got it, Bucko. I realized her plan. Kiba. The blast's coming through the shadow. Cut it inside. Rias ordered. On it. Kiba swung his sword within the shadow. Boom. Kuoh. The shadow user was blasted back, tattered. They can redirect attacks but not diffuse their power. Good call, Rias smirked. Sharp as ever, Bucko. Soldiers down, shadow user out. Bucko, should we grab the sniper outside? I asked. Yes. Zenovia, Konako, handle it. Got it, Zenovia said. Yes, Zenovia-senpai, Konako replied, cat ears twitching as they left. No more enemy presences. Fight over. I stretched, relieving tension. Then the shadow user staggered up, screaming. He took that much damage and still stands? Black mist enveloped him, shadows spreading to engulf the factory. His power surged different from before. What's happening? A light flashed at his feet, a magic circle forming. Not Gremory, not fallen angel unfamiliar. The light swallowed him, and in a flash, he vanished. Good work, everyone. No injuries, thankfully, Rias said. We'd captured the remaining sacred gear users and sent them to the underworld. Now, we relaxed in the occult research club room. Kiba spoke. You okay, Issei-kun? Fine, I said. That level? I don't need my arm. Haha, impressive, Kiba laughed. You were the star, I said. Taking out that guy at the start? Insane speed. Thanks. I borrowed your and Konako-chan's techniques. I don't usually use magic much, so I practiced pulling it in my legs. Paid off today. Nice, Kiba. Mastering that could make him crazy fast. He's already growing fast. In a few years, he might surpass me. Gotta train harder. Can't lose to a pretty boy. That's your reason. Drake sighed. Yup. It's critical, Drake. A strong pretty boy is unfair. I can't beat his face, so I'll outdo him in strength. Classic partner, Drake groaned. You know me. Gotta get stronger regardless. It's getting tricky, Kiba sighed. How so? I asked. Their sacred gear users are using advanced techniques now. They've shifted from brute force to skill. Analyzing us, I said. Exactly. We're mostly power-based, though you and I have technique. But their side's adapting, finding ways to counter our strength. The hero faction's a tough bunch. Something's off, Irina said, drawing our attention. What's that? Zenovia asked. We've fought them multiple times, right? If they wanted us dead, they'd have planned better after the first couple of fights. They've got tacticians. By the fourth or fifth, they'd go all in. But they haven't. They're cautious, or maybe their boss is experimenting. Experimenting on us? Akeno asked. Not us, they're sacred gear users, Irina said. Just a hunch, but they're sending them to strongholds like ours, testing powerful abilities. We fell silent. A fresh perspective. I thought they were just trying to destabilize us, hoping some would prioritize self-preservation. But experimenting with sacred gear users? Wait. Sacred gears. A drastic change, Konako muttered, faces tensing. They're sending sacred gear users to force balance breaks. I asked. Probably, Kiba said. That shadow user's change felt similar. A balance break, that's what that was? They're ruthless, I said. Sacrificing dozens, hundreds, for one balance break. Disgusting mindset, Irina added. Rias shrugged. Too many unknowns. Let's ask Azazel later. If we're seeing this, he's likely noticed something. Time to head home. Agreed. Azazel probably has deeper insights. We disbanded. I sipped Akeno's tea, preparing to leave. She hummed happily. Something good happen? Akeno, you're cheerful, Rias teased. Found some S-type fun. No, Akeno beamed. Tomorrow's my date with Issei-kun. I'm thrilled. Oh, right. During the Diatara fight, Konako suggested it, and I agreed. I'm pumped. Akeno worried about my arm, but I was all in. A date with Akeno? I'd go armless. She hugged my arm, smiling. Looking forward to it, Issei-kun. The girl's glares pierced me. Don't look at me like that. Me too. I grinned, shaking off their stares. The day after the battle with the hero faction. I stood in front of a convenience store near the station, our meeting spot. Checking my reflection in the glass no bedhead, teeth brushed. Perfect. At 10 a.m., a girl my age in a frilly, cute dress approached. Akeno-san. I stammered. Sorry, did I keep you waiting, she asked. And no, I replied, heart racing. Akeno had her hair down, wearing a youthful outfit and boots new to me. So cute. I'd pictured her usual mature, older sister style, like when she went out with Bucko. Today, she wasn't just beautiful, she was adorable. Staring like that, it's embarrassing. Is it weird? She asked, glancing up shyly. Ugh, that look. My heart. I shook my head, giving a thumbs up. No. Super cute. Akeno blushed, looking pleased. Too maidenly today. Today, Issei-kun's my boyfriend for the day. Can I call you Issei? She asked, cheeks red. You woo? Too unfair. Of course. I blurted. No reason to refuse, impossible to, anyway. Who could say no to that? No one. Akeno's face lit up. Yay. Thanks, Issei. Guh. Her expression's a critical hit. Then I remembered something from before our meeting with Michael. I hesitated. Akeno looked puzzled. What? Did you not like it? No, I recalled something you asked me before, I said. Asked? Did I ask you something, Issei? She said, confused. Guess she forgot. Fine, I'll say it. Akeno, I said. She blinked, stunned. After meeting Michael, you said to call you Akeno when we're alone, right? I explained. Akeno froze, shocked. Then, trembling, she covered her face. Did I make her cry? Wait, did I mess up? Calling you that was too much, I panicked, apologizing. What a way to ruin the date. Akeno, wiping tears, grabbed my hand. No. I'm happy. You called me Akeno, and I'm so happy. Sorry for startling you. Phew, glad I didn't hurt you, I said, handing her a handkerchief. She dabbed her eyes, chuckling. You're unfair, Issei, with that surprise attack. Haha, you've hit me with plenty, so we're even. We giggled together. Looks like the date's on track. Phew. But then. I glanced back. Red hair caught my eye. Behind a pole, a red-haired woman in sunglasses and a hat watched us. A teary-eyed blonde in glasses, a petite girl with cat ears poking from a wrestler mask, a paper bag weirdo, and Kiba, waving apologetically. Bucko and the club, right? What are you doing? Except Kiba, you're total creeps. Some are missing. Miu said she's shopping with Zenovia, Irina, Reina, and Mom, so that explains it. Don't you know I can sense your presence? You're not even hiding. I feel your angry aura. Konako's using senjutsu to mask her presence, but it's not perfect. I'll train her later. Too many for a cheating sting, Akeno teased, smirking. She snuggled close, linking arms. Her hair smelled amazing, and her chest pressed against me. Heavenly. Crack. A dull sound behind us. Bucko, trembling with rage, had cracked the pole. Bucko, scary. Fix that property damage. Hey, Issei, if you're dropping honorifics, skip the polite speech too, okay? Akeno said. Sure, I agreed. She poked my nose. Still too polite. Right, habit. Got it. I said. She smiled. Thanks for indulging my selfish request. No way, a cute request like that? I'm all in, I said. Fufu, shall we go, Issei? She said. Yeah, Akeno, I replied. We headed into town. Glancing back, Bucko was magically fixing the pole. 3 hours into the date. Akeno dropped her older sister tone, acting fully like a teenage girl. At a clothing store, she'd ask, Issei, does this suit me? Or this one, like any girl? I gave thumbs UPS, saying, both look great. Everything suited her. Sharing a crepe from a stall, she said, tasty, right, Issei? We held hands the whole time, her cheeks flushed. So cute, how many times have I said that? That's how adorable she is. I'm going all out today. Akeno, anywhere you wanna go? I'll take you. I said, pulling her hand. Okay, she replied, with the cutest smile. We headed to the aquarium at her request. Deep-sea fish have such weird faces, Akeno said cheerfully, leaving the aquarium. It'd been a while since I visited the town's small aquarium, but it was fun. The dolphin show was a hit, and Akeno looked satisfied. Where next? I asked. she mused. Then I spotted Baku's red-haired posse trailing us again. Their pressure was intense, worse than battle. I might not survive this date. Akeno noticed them, flashing a mischievous grin. She grabbed my hand, pulling me. Whoa! What's up? I said. Let's lose Rias and the others, she said, grinning. Bold move. Baku's crew noticed and bolted after us. They're fast, way too fast. Desperate much? Fine, I'm in. Akeno, hold on. I said. Kaya, she yelped. I grabbed her hand, scooped her up, and sprinted. My right arm's limited, but this I can do. Weaving through empty streets, I shook them off, outrunning Konako's detection. Their presence faded in another direction. I set Akeno down. Phew, we lost them, I said. Miu would have caught us. I'll face their wrath later. For now, enjoy. Akeno seemed thrilled being carried. Was that too rough? I asked. She fixed her hair. No, the breeze felt great. I knew you were fast, Issei. Training pays off, I said, striking a pose. She giggled, covering her mouth. Time to resume the date. Where next? I asked, scanning the area. Then I saw signs, rest yen XXX, stay yen XXX. My fatal mistake hit me. This is a love hotel district. How did I end up here? Akeno's face turned red, realizing it too. And no. I didn't mean anything shady. I blurted. Would she buy that? She was carried straight to a love hotel street. I ruined everything. This was supposed to be a carefree date. I'm done. She'll hate me. Then. It's okay, Akeno said. Hi. I asked, stunned. She leaned close, looking up with moist eyes. If you want to go in, Issei. I'm okay. It's fine. Blood gushed from my nose. Seriously? Akeno-san. I said, slipping back to honorifics. She hugged me, face against my chest. Call me Akeno like before, or I'll be upset. Ugh, how can I resist? This is it, right? I have to. Akeno's ready, and I want this with her. Let's do it. I wrapped an arm around her. Akeno, A presence approached. I pulled away, eyeing the source, an old man in a hat and casual clothes, with a burly guy and a stern woman in a pantsuit. I didn't know the guy, but the old man and woman looked familiar. I'd talked to the old man before. Old man Odin. I exclaimed. It was Odin, Norse chief god. We teamed up to save Baku from the old demon faction. Ho ho ho, Red Dragon Emperor lad. Trying to get frisky in broad daylight, Odin chuckled. Why are you here? Akeno asked, shaken. Yeah, why's he in Japan during terrorist threats? Reckless. Odin-sama. You can't wander such places. Act like a god, the woman scolded. She wore armor in the underworld, right? Relax, Rossius. As a Valkyrie hosting heroes, learn from these scenes, Odin said. I'm just a plain Valkyrie. And you kids shouldn't be here either. High schoolers, go home and study. Rossius lectured. Ugh, scolded by her too. The love hotel mood's gone. Regret. I glanced at Akeno, who was being confronted by the burly man. You are, Akeno said, eyes wide. What's this, Akeno? He asked, voice sharp with anger. Intense pressure. A fallen angel, by his aura? None of your business. Why are you here? Akeno snapped, glaring, her maiden vibe gone. Doesn't matter. Leave, it's too soon for you, he said, grabbing her arm to drag her away. No. Let go. Akeno resisted. Hey, what's his deal? I grabbed his arm, stopping him. I don't know you, but she's uncomfortable. Hurt her, and I won't stay quiet. I glared, exuding menace. Sweating, he said, I'm here as Odin-sama's guard. Barachiel, Grigori Cotter, and Heimjima Akeno's father. I froze, speechless. Ho ho ho, that's why I'm visiting Japan. Odin chuckled in the VIP room on the top floor of the Hyoudou residence. The entire Grammary peerage was gathered, along with Azazel-sensei. For some reason, Dad, Mom, and Miu were there too. Why? Apparently, Odin had business in Japan and stopped by this town, safer under the joint rule of devils, angels, and fallen angels than other places. Still, I'm annoyed my first time with Akeno-san got interrupted. I'm back to calling her Akeno-san now. Our Akeno deal was for when we're alone. After regrouping with Baku, the girls tailing us pinched my cheeks, shocked I princess carried Akeno-san. If my carry's enough, I'd do it anytime. Akeno-san, usually smiling, was now visibly upset since meeting her father, Barachiel. She wouldn't even look at him, though he's here too. I'd heard about Barachiel from Azazel-sensei. A stern, martial fallen angel, as strong as Azazel, with unmatched single-strike power among fallen angels. Here's tea, Mom said, placing a cup before Odin. Mom's serving a god calmly. Show some surprise. Thanks. Never had a human serve me tea before, Odin said. No kidding. I never imagined Mom serving a god. Mom sat on the sofa. A god visiting our home? A rare chance. Gotta experience it. Still, gods dress so normal. Expected fancier clothes. Kinda reminds me of Hayashi-san's grandpa who passed last year. Dad added. Tense up, you two. This is a Norse chief god, not some casual old man. Who's Hayashi-san? Ugh, I'm done retorting. Ignoring them. Quite the assets, Odin muttered, leering at the girls' chests. Perverted old man. Touch them, and I'll smack you with Tenbu Xenon. Drake, prep for it. Sigh. Drake groaned dramatically. Whack. No, Odin-sama. Stop ogling. She's Lucifer-sama's sister. Rossius, the Valkyrie, smacked Odin's head with a paper fan. I gave a mental fist pump. Her retorts are sharp, like in the underworld hospital. Such a stickler. Sarayorg's sister is a glamorous beauty, so of course I'd look again. This is my Valkyrie, named Odin began. Rossius. I'll be in your care during my stay in Japan, she said. Without her underworld armor, she looks different but gorgeous. Around our age? Boyfriend-less, virgin Valkyrie, age equals single years, Odin teased. Rossius panicked, tears welling. That's irrelevant. I didn't choose to stay single or a virgin. She collapsed, pounding the floor. I feel you, Rossius. I'm not choosing to be a virgin either. Poor Valkyrie, Odin sighed. Our eyes met. He clapped, an idea sparking. Red Dragon Emperor, how about taking her as a bride? Hi. Rossius and I said in unison. What's this old man saying? Azazel says you're quite the pervert. Rossius's got looks, so I thought she'd suit you, Odin continued. Marry her just like that? She's stunning, sure, but this is too sudden. Odin-sama. Rossius gasped. Why not? The Red Dragon Emperor's young but capable, acknowledged by Sarayorg and others. Rossius, you'll stay single forever otherwise, Odin said. She froze, clearly hit hard. She's not old enough to worry about marriage. Still young. Rossius' shoulders shook, then. Mind your own business, she yelled, smacking Odin's head with her fan. What a mess, Azazel-sensei said, chuckling. Not my fault. She spurns kindness, Odin grumbled, a compress on his forehead. Yeah, Odin's in the wrong. Rossius' anger is fair. Though, it wasn't a bad offer, I guess. Azazel spoke up. While Odin's in Japan, we're his escorts. Barachiel's the fallen angel backup. I'm busy, and Issei's not at full strength, so Barachiel's staying in town temporarily. Count on me, Barachiel said curtly. Wasn't your visit scheduled later? You're here to negotiate with Japanese gods, with Michael and Sarayorg mediating and me attending, right? Azazel asked, sipping tea. I came early for a reason. Some trouble back home, critics of my methods. I acted to preempt issues, Odin said, stroking his beard. Trouble? Vanir gods after you? Don't start Ragnarok on your own, Azazel teased. No clue what they're talking about. Vanir's irrelevant. Anyway, Azazel, the Chaos Brigade's increasing balance breaker users. Rare, no. Odin said. We peerage members exchanged shocked looks. That topic, suddenly? Yeah, rare. But some idiots using a brutal, obvious method to mass-produce them. Reports are coming in, Azazel said. Like we discussed? I asked. Azazel nodded. Pretty much. Gather sacred gear users worldwide, mostly by abduction. Brainwash them. Send them to key supernatural hubs town. Keep going until balance breakers emerge, then recall them via magic circles. That shadow user you fought was likely one. So that's it. Azazel sipped tea, continuing. No faction would dare this. If I did it pre-alliance, it'd spark war. They don't want that, nor do others. But terrorists like them can. Troublesome bunch? No telling what they'll do next. Who are they? Kiba asked. The hero faction, descendants of legendary heroes. Physically on par with angels and devils, wielding sacred gears or legendary weapons. If those reach balance breaker or include god-slaying long Inus, it's beyond double trouble. They avoid Off-Ice's snakes for boosts, but they're bad news, Azazel said. Heroes doing inhumane things? Do they even understand hero? They're planning something big with more balance breakers. Best to crush them early, Odin said, sipping tea casually despite the gravity. Optimistic old man. I agree, but we lack info. No point speculating now, Azazel said, ending the talk. We sip tea. Dad left for work, Mom for dinner prep. What now? Homework's done. TV? Hey, old man, anywhere you wanna go? Azazel asked. Odin rubbed his fingers with a lecherous grin. Oppai pub. Haha, that's our chief god. Nice and straightforward. My girls opened a VIP spot nearby. Let's treat you. Azazel said. Ooh ho ho ho. Azazel, you get it. Odin cheered. Follow me, you old perv. Welcome to Japan. Wanna try unwinding a kimono? Gotta do it once here. Azazel said. Thrilling. Odin replied. Ria's face palmed, frowning. They're both perverts. Erotic leadership. They left, hyped. I wanted to go, but the girls' glares stopped me. I'll sneak there later. Later, after Odin and Azazel headed to the Oppai pub. Akeno, we need to talk, Barachiel's voice echoed from the 5th-floor hallway. I peeked and saw Akeno and Barachiel arguing. Don't call me that, Akeno said coldly, her tone icy. What's with you and the Red Dragon Emperor? Barachiel asked. My name? Eavesdropping spat, but I'm curious. It's my business. Why do you care? Akeno retorted. I hear he's shameless. Called the Breast Dragon Emperor, Barachiel said. That rumor? Azazel and Saray made that nickname. Not my fault. Okay, I'm shameless, but still. Hat. My name's everywhere. No place left for me. Drake moaned. Drake, hold it together. It's not that bad. I'm done. Drake collapsed. I'm worried you're being defiled, Barachiel said. He doesn't seem bad, just a concerned dad, genuinely worried for Akeno. Don't badmouth him. Issei-kun's perverted, sure, but kind and reliable. He protects us. Judging him by rumors without knowing him is low, Akeno said. I'm your father. Don't act like one. You let mom die. I'll never forgive you. Akeno snapped. Let her mom die? What? Barachiel fell silent. Our eyes met. Issei-kun, you heard. Akeno said. Caught. I was lost in thought. Gotta own up. I stepped out. You. Eavesdropping? Shameless. Defiling my daughter? I won't allow this. Barachiel roared. Whoa, calm down. Eavesdropping and defiling aren't related. I've done and received some naughty stuff, but saying that'll make it worse. Crackle. Barachiel sparked lightning. Listen to me. Akeno stepped between us, hugging me protectively. Don't hurt him. I need him. Get out. You're not my father. Her cry stopped Barachiel's lightning. He closed his eyes. Sorry. He left, his broad back looking small and lonely. Akeno clung to me, trembling. Please, don't say anything. Just stay. Please, Issei. I don't know what happened between her and Barachiel, or what I can do. But I want to help. Loss can come suddenly. Never seeing or hearing someone again, I know that pain. I want them to reconcile before it's too late. The day after reuniting with Odin's old man. Our Gremory clan attended a Gremory-hosted event as the main act, a handshake session for Oppai Dragon. A long line of underworld kids stretched before me. Thanks for coming, I said, handing out signed cards and shaking hands. I couldn't sign due to my arm, so a substitute did. I felt bad but kept shaking hands. Kids beamed. Oppai Dragon. Keep it up. Their words made it worthwhile. Some asked for transformations or Xenon mode, and I obliged. Their smiles were worth it. Other clan members, also in Oppai Dragon, joined. Next to me, the Prez, as Switch Princess, smiled and shook hands. This role grew on me, she said. Kids' smiles make it worthwhile. Same, I replied. It's fun. Glancing at Kiba, a swarm of girls lined up. As Darkness Night Fang, his knight armor amplified his charm. Damn, I'm jealous. I wanted girls fawning too. Was it his face? Konako, in a beastly outfit as Hellcat-chan, greeted mostly older fans. She handled it professionally. Post-handshake, we returned to the tent, exhausted but fulfilled. I stretched, stiff from sitting. A staff member approached. Good work, Issei-sama, said Ravel Phoenix, her vertical roll hair distinctive. Thanks, Ravel, I said. She'd volunteered as an assistant, efficiently handling tasks. I relied on her for underworld info, surprised by her competence. You were a lifesaver, I said. And no, just doing my duty, she blushed. Cute. The kids adore you, she added. Giving them dreams feels good, I said. It's wonderful, she agreed. Initially roped in by Sertsks and Azazel, interacting with kids made me want to keep being a hero. Time to head back, the prez said, entering. Odin's escort duty awaited tiring, given his antics at hostess clubs and street flirting. Reina and Rossius bonded over their boss woes, a surreal sight. Ravel, help with future events? I asked. I'm clueless about the underworld. Of course, she said. We shook hands, and I left with the prez for the human world. After the underworld event and Odin's Japan tour, I was in the Hyoudou basement training room. Zenovia's Durandal clashed with Kiba's twin holy demonic swords, sparking metal screeches. Kiba, at a disadvantage, retreated, discarding cracked swords for new ones. Occult Research Club members trained, Rias and Akeno on magic, Irina and Reina on light power, Asia and Gasper on Azazel's artifact menus. Konako tackled my key training. I'd sparred with Miu, now overseeing. Kiba's speed zigzagging without slowing was unreal. Zenovia, a knight, struggled to match, her hits dwindling. Kiba's technique outshone her, countering Durandal's raw power, though she dodged narrowly and parried, repelling him. Still, Kiba held the edge in mock battles. Zenovia, thrusting Durandal into the floor, shouted, I'm not just taking hits. Light erupted, encircling her, spreading outward, gouging the floor. Kiba, caught off balance, was blown back. Cough. Close call, Kiba said, rising with a holy demonic sword as a cane. An omnidirectional attack. Zenovia's holy aura wave was relentless, a perfect defense-defense combo. Got you. Zenovia grinned, flashing a V sign. Power was tempered, but a direct hit would have been brutal. Ease up, I said. The house might break. Rias said it's demon lord proof, Zenovia replied. Who designed this place? I recalled Rias mentioning Ajuka's architect. Some special formula? Zenovia and Kiba resumed sparring as Azazel appeared. Training hard, huh? He said. Why are you here? I asked. Miu said you're all here, he replied, handing over a bento box of rice balls from my mom. For everyone. Thanks, Mom, I mumbled, biting into a Menteco-filled rice ball. Delicious. Azazel sat, grinning. You Gremory folks have grown strong. It's shocking. Kiba might surpass me soon, I said. His talent's top tier, Azazel said. Others grow fast too. Gasper's mastering his artifact. Gasper was stopping Azazel's floating bug robot's training, but adorable. He's trying, I said. Less reclusive now, Azazel nodded, eating a salmon rice ball. Also, good news, a new drug for your arm is nearly ready. Seriously? I exclaimed. I'd expected a longer wait. Underworld Medical and Grigori collaborated, with Ajuka's input. It'll work, Azazel said, sipping tea. I trusted him. Thank you, Underworld. I'd keep fighting for them. Sensei, I've got a question, I said. About Akeno and Barachiel, he guessed. Nodding, I let him speak. Akeno's mother, Himejima Shuri, was a shrine maiden. She found a wounded Barachiel, attacked by enemies, and nursed him. They grew close, and Akeno was born. Barachiel settled nearby, balancing family and fallen angel duties. Their happiness didn't last. On a mission only he could handle, enemies attacked Shuri and Akeno's home, seeking revenge. Barachiel arrived too late. Shuri died protecting Akeno. That day, Akeno learned how much fallen angels are hated, Azazel said, clenching his fist. She shut Barachiel out. It's my fault I sent him on that mission. He still blamed himself. But Akeno gets it now, right? Barachiel's not at fault, I said. Maybe, but she can't accept it yet, Azazel sighed. Barachiel fears hurting her again, so he's stuck. Akeno's rejection kept him distant. She's moving forward, I said. She's okay with Reina and embracing her fallen angel blood. Azazel nodded. A trigger could mend things, but my meddling might worsen it. We wait. A trigger maybe soon, maybe never. Waiting felt wrong. Azazel gripped my shoulder. You're the only guy Akeno shows weakness to. When the time comes, I'm counting on you. Looking into his eyes, I smiled. I'll protect her. Whatever I can do. That's how I've always rolled. Azazel looked relieved. Underworld. I was at a major hospital in Gremory territory for a checkup on my right arm. My bespectacled doctor nodded at the results. Better than last time, but far from healed. The drug's working, though that's progress. How long till full recovery? I asked. He crossed his arms, thinking. Current meds won't cut it. Depends on the new drug we're developing with Grigori. The one with them. I said. He nodded, pulling out a file filled with graphs I couldn't decipher. Beelzebub Sama's involved, so it's promising. Data's solid. Should be ready in a month, maybe sooner. Keep using the current meds. A month, maybe less? That's fast. Lucky if it's ready for the school trip. Thanks, I said, leaving the room. Miu, waiting on a bench, approached. She was my escort since Rias and the others were guarding Odin. I didn't want to pull Rias from duty. Sorry for the wait, I said. No worries. How'd it go? Miu asked. Slightly better, but waiting on the new drug. Got it. I'll take care of you till then. It's a sister's job, she smiled. Her kindness hit hard. What a great kid. I teared up, patting her head. Thanks, Miu. Always relying on you. Don't sweat it. You've saved me plenty, she said. Still, I owed her. What could I do? Miu tugged my hand. Let's go. Yeah, I said. We grabbed my meds and headed home. Home, just past 4 p.m. Only Miu and I were there, others were with Azazel on Odin duty, Dad worked overtime, and Mom was out with neighbors in Kuoh. Want ice cream? Miu asked, rummaging the fridge. Hell yeah, I said. She handed me a matcha bar. Autumn, but cold treats hit the spot. Been a while since it's just us, I said. Miu nodded, eating. Always with the club. Fun, but I like hogging you. Hogging. I laughed. You're my only sister. Being alone reminded me of bringing Miu here. I beat Sirius to end the human-demon war, and he entrusted her to me. I brought her to this world, hiding it from Alice and others, and my parents adopted her. 2 years already. Miu adapted, even mastering automatic doors a big deal. What? Miu asked, noticing my stare. Thinking about when I brought you here. Over 2 years, hey. Feels like yesterday, she said. Remember freaking out at automatic doors? I teased. She puffed her cheeks, smacking me. Don't bring that up. Mina. Ha ha ha, my bad, I said, ruffling her hair. She calmed, as always. I tossed the ice cream stick, sipping tea Miu poured, and asked something private. Miu, if you could see Sirius, would you want to? Her eyes widened. I felt crazy asking, but I had to. I'd want to, she said. Lots of pain, but happy memories too. He was strict but kind, my dad. Sorry for springing that, I said. It's fine. This is about Akeno and her dad, right? She guessed. Yeah, I admitted. Sharp as hell. What do you think of Barachiel, ignoring the fallen angel stuff? I asked. He's kind, she said. He cares for Akeno. She knows it and understands her mom. I blinked. You know about Shuri. Rias told me, she said. You heard from Azazel. Yeah. Rias would know Akeno's deal. Miu was invested too. Akeno's just not honest, Miu continued. She wants things like before but can't admit it, so she pushes him away, closing off more. Damn, Miu's perceptive. Maybe sharper than me. That's just my take, she said, sipping tea. Nah, you might be right, I said. If Akeno's accepting fallen angels, Miu's onto something. They just need a chance to be real. Easier said than done. What to do? I muttered, drinking tea. Then. We locked eyes. That was. Miu started. Yeah, a huge power. Not hero faction. Not human, I said. Not demon, fallen angel or angel either. Closest to Odin, but not him. A gem glowed on my left hand. Partner, careful. That's a god, Drake said. A god. Makes sense. Only they pack that punch. Why here? From the aura, it's Loki, a Norse god. His reason's obvious, Drake said. Odin. He mentioned being criticized by someone troublesome. Likely Loki, Drake added. Got it. Time to meet him. Call Tiamat. You're not ready for Loki alone, Drake warned. I summoned Tiamat via a magic circle. She appeared, glowing. Sorry for the sudden call, I said. No biggie. I sense it a god. Loki, huh? Trouble, she said, narrowing her eyes. Urged by Tiamat, I spread demon wings, soaring with her and Miu trailing. You didn't have to come, I told Miu. Can't let you two face danger alone, she said. Danger? Not confirmed, I countered. Tiamat shook her head. Miu's needed. Loki's involved. Minutes later, above Kuoh, I spotted two figures, a man in a black robe and a woman in a black dress, arm in arm. Both striking, exuding power. They noticed us. The man smirked. That aura Red Dragon Emperor. And Tiamat, strongest Dragon King. The girl, interesting, he said. He knew us. Tiamat spoke. Loki, evil Norse god, and Hel, queen of Helheim. Sightseeing in this town. Those are Loki and Hel, Drake confirmed. Loki's a cunning god, Hel his daughter, ruler of the Norse underworld. Both are godly strong. Tiamat was the right call. Two heavyweights. Loki replied, not sightseeing. We're here to confront Odin. You're the one criticizing him, Tiamat said. His mingling with other mythologies is unbearable, Loki said, oozing black aura. That aura is not for talking, Tiamat noted. No talking. I'm here for Odin's head, Loki sneered. He's here to kill Odin? That'd spark chaos. Tiamat's aura shifted. Triggering Ragnarok's your goal, huh? Think I'll let you? A Dragon King siding with the three factions. Loki taunted. I like my life. You threaten it, I bare my fangs even at a god, Tiamat growled. Loki and Hel radiated menacing aura, pric cling my skin. Godly power. I armored up, ready. Miu, barrier to protect the town. Got it, she said, spreading a barrier around us. It'd shield Kuoh, but against gods, it might shatter. I'd alerted Azazel, reinforcements were coming. We just had to hold. Issei, take Loki. I'll handle Hel, Tiamat said. Got it. Be careful, I replied. We faced off, me against Loki, Tiamat against Hel. Loki smirked. Red Dragon Emperor, huh? Think you can touch me alone? Don't want trouble. Leave, I said. Not until I achieve my goal, he replied. Then I'll make you. I roared, red aura erupting. No holding back against a god. My armor evolved, boosters forming Xenon's melee mode. Loki nodded. Unique power. Worth facing me. Still smug? I'll wipe that off. Rush in, and you're dead. Loki's a magic master, Drake warned. Starting multiplication, I charged. XL booster. Boost. Amplified power surged. Boosters flared, launching me at Loki. Right arms out, so melee's tough, but I swung a left punch. A barrier blocked at Loki's magic. I could break it. Boost. Boosters roared, cracking the barrier. Breaking my barrier lightly? Not bad, Loki said. Magic circles surrounded me, spawning chains. Binding me? I dodged, but they chased, curving back. Homing chains? You can't escape. They'll bind and crush you, Loki said. I focused key in my left hand. Boost. Agni. A key torrent obliterated the chains, surging at Loki. His barrier shrugged it off. Expected that. Impressive, Red Dragon Emperor, Loki said. I don't underestimate you. Try this. He summoned a black double-edged sword. Here I come, Loki said, closing the gap instantly. What? I leaned back, dodging a slash. He reversed grip, slashing again. Come on, full of openings, he taunted, swinging rapidly. He's melee capable too? I needed to recover. Boost. Boosters flared, but Loki kept closing, likely using magic. I activated key after images to misdirect. Loki's sword hit air. Escaping me? Nice. What's that sword? I asked. He raised it. A gift for entertaining me. My divine sword, Leavitian. Its flames burn all it cuts. Flames swirled from Leavitian. Like my Ignis, but dangerous. Ignis is stronger, but that's no joke, Drake said. Loki's magic, sword, and skill outmatched me. Even at full strength, winning was tough. I needed one more ally. Tiamat was tied with Hel, Miu focused on the barrier. Eclipse or Ignis would break Miu's barrier, risking Kuoh. Ascalon was with Zenovia. Loki spoke. I'd love to continue, but Odin's head calls. A pity to end this. Another magic circle. Meet my son. Son? After Hel? A giant grey wolf, over 10 meters, emerged. Its red eyes locked on me, chilling my core. Deadlier than Loki or Hel. Fenrir, the god-devouring wolf. Tiamat shouted. Issei, Miu, stay back. Its fangs kill gods. We gaped. God-killing fangs? Fenrir rivals me at my peak, near heavenly dragon level. Back off, Drake urged. Loki stroked Fenrir. His fangs kill gods. You're no exception. Loki pointed at Miu. That girl's power would feed Fenrir nicely. Do it, he commanded. Fenrir howled, vanishing. Not on my watch. Boost. Ignition booster. I surged ahead, intercepting Fenrir, smashing its face with a left straight. Stay away from her. Boost. The impact shook the sky, shattering Miu's barrier. Miu, you okay? I called. Why yet, you saved me, she said. Fenrir landed near Loki, bleeding but barely hurt. I'd slowed it, at least. Blood gushed from my mouth. A hole gaped in my armor. Fenrir's claw had gutted me. Pain staggered me. Miu caught me. Hold on. I'll heal you. She tried, but Loki sicked Fenrir. No healing. Red Dragon Emperor's too dangerous. Finish him. I couldn't survive another hit. Miu would die. Issei won't fall. Tiamat lunged, but Hel blocked her. No interfering with father, Hel said. Tiamat couldn't help. It was on me. I'd sworn to protect Miu. Use tyranny, a voice not Drake's urged. Past Red Dragon Emperors. Shut up. I snapped. Tyranny could win, but it hurt what I swore to protect. Miu's magic circle fired light spears at Fenrir, but it swatted them. She summoned a hexagram under it, encasing Fenrir in a light pillar. Buying time. Heal now, she said. Smart move. She knew she couldn't stop it. If I healed, I could hold on. Miu's healing resumed. Not as good as Asia, but it'll do. Thanks, Miu, I said. But the light pillar shattered. Loki had slashed Miu's circle with Leviathan. Stopping Fenrir with unknown magic? Impressive, Loki said, aiming Leviathan. I'll make it quick. I stood, pushing Miu back. Stay back. You can't move with that wound, she protested. I ignored her, summoning, come, Ignis. Red particles formed a massive single-edged sword, the one that burned my right arm. Using it might cost my left, but survival demanded it. Heat spiked. Loki gaped. What's that sword? No time to explain. I raised Ignis. Issei, don't use it, a voice shouted. Light spears, lightning, demonic power, and holy aura bombarded Loki and Fenrir. The Occult Research Club, Azazel, Barachiel, Rossius, and Odin arrived. Their attack stalled Loki's group. Hel rejoined them. Azazel and Barachiel flanked me. Sorry we were late. Asia, heal Issei. Yes. Miu, bring him. Asia said. Miu carried me to Asia. Remote healing was possible, but retreating me was tactical. Azazel glared. Loki, you hurt my student. You're after Odin's head, right? Indeed, fallen angel governor. I'll purge Odin for consorting with other mythologies. You're next, Loki said. Bringing Fenrir to the human world? Insane, Azazel snapped. I use any means, Loki said. Odin, last chance. Stop this folly. Odin stepped forward, stroking his beard. Nay. Chatting with Surtsk or Azazel is far better. Ragnarok brings oblivion. Isn't seeking it foolish? Loki's aura turned murderous. I'll kill you here, ushering Ragnarok. Even Odin can't face Fenrir. Hel and Fenrir's pressure surged. Fenrir was unstoppable with our numbers. Then. No letting Issei die, a silver figure descended. Volley. I gasped. Hey, moving with that blood loss? Red Dragon Emperor's nuts, Baikao said, on a golden cloud. Shut up, I'm about to collapse, I groaned. Miu and Asia's healing helped, but blood loss was brutal. Baikao cackled. If you can talk, you're fine. Why were they here? White Dragon Emperor. Loki grinned. First meeting, Loki. I'm Volley, here to slay you, Vala said. You side with Red Dragon Emperor? Loki asked. Issei's mine to defeat. I won't let others take him, Vala said. Loki laughed. 2 heavenly dragons. I'll withdraw for now. Hel questioned, is that wise? With White Dragon Emperor here and Red Dragon Emperor healing, we're at a disadvantage, Loki said, warping space. But at the God's Summit, I'll return. Odin, I'll tear your throat. They vanished. I blacked out. I woke in Odin's carriage. Miu, Asia, and Konako were healing me, green aura easing my pain. Konako boosted my ki for recovery. Thanks, you three. I'm good, I said, sitting up. They teared up, hugging me. I was so worried. Asia cried. You're okay. Miu said. Don't be reckless, senpai, Konako added. Haha, sorry for worrying you, I said, patting their heads. Time to thank someone else. We left the carriage, parked by Kuoh Academy's old building at night. A barrier hid us. I approached Rias, Azazel, Odin, and others Vala's team, Baikao, Kurika, Arthur. Vala noticed me. Awake, Issei? How's the wound? Fully healed, thanks to you. Someone would have died without you, I said. No biggie. I said you're mine to beat, Vala smirked. Obsessed much? Still, he saved us. Azazel addressed Vala. Now that Issei's fine, why are you here? No harm intended, Vala said. Not an answer, Azazel pressed. Vala scanned us. You want Loki gone for Odin's summit, right? Yeah, Azazel said. But we can't stop Loki, Hel, and Fenrir. Hero factions chaos ties up other factions. Expected, Vala said. Terrorists and God's worst timing. What's your plan? Take them out. Azazel asked. I'd love to, but even I can't handle them all. Fenrir alone's a nightmare, Vala admitted. Even Vala struggled. I couldn't either, fully healthy. But, Vala said, if the heavenly dragons team up, it's not impossible. Everyone froze. He meant. I'll fight alongside Issei for this, Vala declared. The next day. My house was packed with occult research club members, Azazel and Vala's team. Never thought Vala and his crew would show up here. Surtsks approved, given they saved us twice against the old demon faction and now. Everyone, including Rias, reluctantly accepted, though she wasn't thrilled. What would you like to drink, Vala-kun? Mom asked. She was shocked to learn he's a terrorist but warmed up after hearing he helped us. Coffee, please, Vala said. Coke for me, Baikao chimed. Tea, if you have it, Kurika added. Just tea for me, Arthur said. No tension at all. Baikao and Kurika sprawled on the sofa like they owned it. Odin's escort was now a joint effort by the three factions to ensure his summit's success. But reinforcements? Unlikely. Hero factions' artifact-wielding attacks stretched everyone thin. We're on our own. Loki, Hel, and Fenrir expecting us to handle them is insane. Fenrir rivals pre-sealed heavenly dragons. Even Azazel or Tannen can't take him solo. Vala and I aren't at full heavenly dragon power, so we're outmatched too. Vala mentioned Juggernaut Drive might work, but it'd burn us out before handling Loki and Hel. I refuse to use it, too risky for allies. If past emperors nag, I'll ignore them. Worst case, I'll use Ignis, even if it costs my left arm. Protecting everyone's worth it. We were strategizing to minimize casualties. Vala, why help us? No vague answers like yesterday, Azazel said, standing by a whiteboard. Vala smirked. I want to fight them. My team's on board. Good enough. Typical battle maniac. Azazel sighed. Not ideal, but we need your strength. No reinforcements, and Issei's not 100%. A fight now means losses we can't afford. Exactly, Vala said. Surtsks approved, and you need me. Rias nodded. I've got issues, but we can't be picky. Sana agreed too. Vala's team is a powerhouse reliable in a fight. Let's move to Loki countermeasures, Azazel said. We'll consult an expert. Who? I asked. Midgard Sormr, the sleeping dragon, one of the 5 great dragon kings, Azazel replied. A dragon king? How's he involved? Vala raised a brow. Will he answer us? With 2 heavenly dragons, Tiamat, Fafnir, Vritra, and Tannen, we'll open the dragon gate to summon his consciousness. He'll respond, Azazel said. Me too. Saji asked, raising a hand nervously. You're just a component. Leave the heavy lifting to us, Azazel reassured. I'll contact Tannen. Issei, reach out to Tiamat. Got it, I said. I'll discuss plans with Shemhazai. Barachiel, come, Azazel said, teleporting out with Barachiel. Left behind, us, the student council, and Vala's team. Awkward silence. Red Dragon Emperor. Baikao raised a hand. What? Can we use your indoor pool? He asked. I wanna swim too. Kurika added. Enemies, remember? Terrorists? They're too relaxed. Fine, but don't wreck anything, I said. They're pranksters. Baikao pulled out swim trunks. Just wanna swim, man. He planned this? Pool's downstairs. Go nuts, I said. Thanks. Baikao bolted. That's the last Excalibur, right? Amazing. Irina said to Arthur. Vala's intel and my family's lore led us to it, Arthur replied. Irina bonds with anyone. Kiba and Zenovia listened, wary but curious sword nerds. Arthur turned to me. Red Dragon Emperor, Vala mentioned your unique sword. Can I see it? I want to see it too. Kiba and Zenovia said it's incredible, Irina added. Ignis? Too dangerous. I can't control it fully. It'd turn this place into a furnace, I said. Up in the sky against Loki was fine, but here? Nope. They gaped. You can't control it? That's wild, Arthur said. It burned my right arm, I showed the scars. Arthur nodded. I'd love to cross blades, but another time. He's reasonable for Vala's team. Elsewhere, Konako glared at Kurika, who smirked seductively. What are you up to? I stepped between them. Not letting you take Konako, I told Kurika. She eyed me playfully. Red Dragon Emperor's got a handsome face. She stroked my cheek, leaning forward, her kimono revealing ample cleavage. Top tier, like Konako's future potential. Got a request, she purred. What? Wanna make a kid with me? A dragon's kid. A strong one. Vala refused, so you're it. Red Dragon Emperor's perfect. Zenovia vibes. Are heavenly dragon genes that hot? Special deal, just till I'm pregnant. How about it, she teased. Too tempting. Konako's sister is a knockout. I was about to agree when Konako stepped in. I won't let you take senpais. She mumbled, blushing. What did she say? Kurika grinned, waved, and sauntered to volley. Missed my shot. Damn. Azazel returned. Saji, volley, and I teleported to a prepared location, a blank white space for summoning Midgard Sormr. Hey, Issei, Tannen greeted, beside Tiamat. You're here, I said. Got your call, went to Azazel, and ended up here minutes ago, Tiamat explained. Tannen eyed Saji. Vritra's host. D-Dragon King. Ultimate class demon. Saji stammered, odd. Chill, man. Tannen's tough but kind, I said, patting Saji. Don't call him that. He's an ultimate class demon, earned through top-tier contributions and skill. Saji snapped. Didn't Surtsks offer me a demon lord spot? I said, recalling his serious offer over dinner. Saji froze, jaw dropped, unresponsive. Wah, he finally screamed. Yeah, he was serious, I said. Tannen and Tiamat nodded. Your power's demon lord level, even base form's ultimate class, Tannen said. Political duties are the issue, Tiamat added. Exactly. I'm no brainiac, I said. No rush. You've got time to learn, Tiamat smiled. Study's not my thing, but I'll try for their faith in me. Tannen glared at Vala. White Dragon Emperor, no funny business, or I'll crush you. Vala just smirked. Azazel drew a magic circle, glowing with unique patterns. What's Midgard Sormr like? I asked. A lazy bum, Tiamat sighed. Sleeps at the sea's bottom till the world's end. Last saw him centuries ago. Seriously? I said. Azazel positioned us on the circle. It glowed red for me, white for Vala, gold for Azazel, black for Saji, blue for Tiamat, purple for Tannen. Colors reflect each dragon, Drake explained. The circle activated, light flooding the room. A massive hologram appeared, a dragon dwarfing Great Red, coiling endlessly. Huge. I gasped. Biggest dragon, 5 or 6 times Great Red's size, Tannen said. 5 or 600 meters. A loud snore echoed. He's asleep, Tannen groaned. Wake up, Midgard Sormr. Tannen roared. No response, just snores. Get up. Tannen bellowed. The dragon's massive eyes opened. Tannen? Been a while, he drawled. Drake, Albion, Tiamat, Fafnir, Vritra. World's end already? Midgard Sormr asked. No. We need info, Tannen said. Midgard Sormr snored again. Useless. Tiamat sighed, half resigned. Vala smirked. Wake up. How much sleep do you need? Tannen yelled. Midgard Sormr stirred. Tannen's always mad. What's up? Your father, brother, sister, Tannen said. Why his family? Tiamat explained. Midgard Sormr's a dragon Loki created. Crazy strong but lazy. Norse gods gave up on him, told him to sleep till Ragnarok. That's it. I said. They expect nothing from him, Tiamat said bitterly. Harsh. Midgard Sormr yawned. Dad, doggo, and sis? No attachment. Ask away. But. Drake and Albion fighting. Nope. We're teaming up against Loki, I said. Neat. Both are strong. Would have been a cool fight, he said. Fenrir's the worst, he continued. Super strong, and his bites usually fatal. But the dwarf's magic chain, Gleipnir, can restrain him. Odin said Gleipnir failed, Tannen noted. Maybe Dad upgraded him. Ask the dark elves to enhance Gleipnir. Their elder knows how, Midgardsormr said. Elves exist here? Azazel pointed at Vali. Send the dark elves' location to Vali. He's the expert. Midgardsormr complied. Azazel projected a world map, Vala pinpointed the spot, and Azazel relayed it. Good on Fenrir. Now Loki and Hel, Azazel said. Dad's a magic and sword master. Sis summons tons of Helheim monsters and undead thousands, Midgardsormr said. Trouble. We're outnumbered. Hel stops moving when summoning. Attack then, he added. Good tip. Loki. Azazel asked. Magic and melee with Leavatian. Only direct attacks work. Maybe Mjolnir, Midgardsormr said. Azazel mused. Mjolnir could work, but Thor lending it? It's a divine weapon. Dark elves have Odin's Mjolnir replica, Midgardsormr said. Knowledgeable, hi. Azazel grinned. Maybe that's why he's a dragon king. Fun chat, but I'm sleepy, Midgardsormr yawned, fading. Sorry for waking you, Tannen said. Call again, Midgardsormr smiled, vanishing. Weird dragon, but not bad. With his info, we moved forward.